We're live now?
Yep.
Hey, what's happening?
We are live now.
Is that my water?
Is it? I gave you here. Your water's over here. Right here. Please don't get up. Whatever you do, don't get up.
Just sat on my own testicle.
Nice.
Just to let you know that Craig and Buda didn't have a baby. This is a real person here next to him.
We're gonna get to thank you for your assistance, Johnny fucking Hollywood over there with his sunglasses on.
Well, what would you have?
Oh, I forgot Johnny Utah.
Jamaican? Would you have Jamaican?
You're making me hungry?
You're making me hungry,
I
man.
got pretzels if you need to.
Sweet. Oh yeah, look, you got a little ziploc.
Wait, don't wave them from them like that. Like
Look, a Ziploc bag.
Oh, Mikey, you made Mikey move the fastest he's moved in 2 weeks.
I know, it's like.
Are you hungry?
No, these head. I'm on Nutrisystem. I can't take it no more. It's like
Nutrisystem.
Welcome everybody to the Bald
At
and
least you
Beautiful
have a
Show.
system.
There is some sort of system in place.
don't wave the bag in front of those guys like that again.
Award-winning
Welcome.
Bald and Beautiful Show.
Well, yeah, we
But my wife liked it.
Oh, there you go. So that's the one. Welcome. This week we have on a special guest. We don't normally have special guests, but he is offering
Very
his...
special.
Yes. That's... See? That's what it says on his name tag. Which is a Mike Buschetti joke. This is Mike Buschetti, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
He is a comedian.
Our first guest. Yes.
Stand-up comic, an actor, a TV personality, radio personality. He is on, for those of you who don't know, for all 5 of you out there that may not know who
Don't say that. We're gonna have a great time.
Mike Buschetti is. Mikey is on the Artie Lang Show. He's the announcer and sidekick on the Artie Lang Show on the Audience Network, and on about 32 or 33 radio stations throughout the country.
Craig Loydgren this week is the tomato of a fat fug sandwich.
I am definitely the whoop part of that.
He got
Remember Johnny, whoop, Johnny, whoop, Johnny.
If we get angry though, you're not in a good position.
Yeah, if you guys
Remember in school, like in first grade, they're like, 40 to 40. What comes next? You need like somebody else to stand here.
One of these
things is not like the other. Now, if you come over here, we could totally play that
I
game.
know.
We wouldn't see this wall.
I'm a sandwich shy.
We wouldn't see the wall behind us if he
What
was over
did
here.
I discuss that sandwich last week? It was a pretty big sandwich, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of meats on it. Yeah.
It's the first sub that sank in Freehold in 20 years.
Yeah, but if you guys decided to collide together, I would totally be
No,
crushed.
if we get a little bit angry, it'll be a good
This would be like on the African tundra.
Yeah, put it like this. Watch this.
You see that? That's the whole. If you do, I'll give you such a pinch. Remember that from Bugs
People
Bunny?
don't realize, I have collectibles all over my house. They all just have a scared look on his face when Buschetti moved towards you.
No, before we get pass it down, watch this. And then work him over on that end.
Nice. So we are here. We're here for good and bad tonight. We got some bad, not bad, but sad
You
things
got
to
the
talk
Bald,
about.
the Budaful, and the Special.
And the Buschetti.
And the yellow bus.
There you go. New
Parked
bus.
outside. I drove it here.
Magic
Right,
Buschetti,
bus.
do you know that all these kids are getting blowjobs in the back of the bus? Yeah, we didn't get that shit in the back. You know what I mean? I had to look at guys like his shit stain for 20 minutes before.
No, we were holding up macaroni.
At least you guys got seats. I had to stand.
They were in seatbelts now. Years ago, they would make a left-hand turn. We all be on one side of the bus.
My parents never encouraged seatbelts.
Like if we were in the backseat. Look,
Safe sex when wearing seatbelts in the back.
hey, look. Let's impersonate what it would look like if we were in the back.
Safe sex with that woman is not a condom.
Hey, I know that line. Let's pretend we're all in the backseat of our mom and dad's car making a turn. Ready? Ah!
No, mine would be like this.
Who did what? They wouldn't move.
You notice how Craig doesn't realize that me and Buschetti don't move in the back seat of the car.
So then it would look like this. Oh,
Ooh, pong.
yeah.
It's not bad eating a sandwich to
I'm ready to have
relax.
fun tonight.
Yo, I just got dizzy doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I think you've taken some dizzy medicine.
Never.
You know what it is? I think Buschetti,
Like,
I think there's zero gravity in between us. That's why he just got dizzy.
I'm between Jupiter and Saturn.
He's the chipper.
Jupiter, no, that's Uranus. And Neptune.
He's quieter.
We got Rissy and Michelle.
Hey, girl.
Say hello to everybody.
That's it. 2 whole people, huh? There's 8 watching now.
No, there's 8 people watching. There's people that do the actual talking.
Hello. Yeah, I don't. Jen will be a little
Welcome
later.
you, Mike B.
Hi, everybody. Thank you
Mike B,
for having me on.
Mike B is fine. Mike Buschetti. We got like 8 whole people.
I just shared on my Facebook, so we'll probably get 9.
9.
Oh, cool.
We just lost 2.
Well, I wrote Mike B from the Arnold Lane Show as our special guest today.
B-O-O. You can do Buschetti.
Maybe
Hey,
9.5.
you know, tonight, did you guys share the link on my page tonight? Did you share the new link on my Facebook page?
Of course. I did. Don't
worry,
worry, we do work around here.
He called me today. He says, when you get a chance, I fell asleep for about an hour and a half. I woke up. I'm like, I don't think I did it.
I am set designer, okay?
I'm spoken a wheel.
His computer right now going, come on, man, come on. I'll tell you where it is. It's
Set designer. Just because you're a fucking garden gnome doesn't mean you belong in the garden.
Listen, I can help you on your travel deals. This way! But...
No offense, if there was a fat guy in the Garden of Eden, there would be no apples left for her to eat.
Oh, no.
She'd be eating an unripened one, and there would have been okay.
I don't want to eat an avocado.
We would both got the gout if there were avocados, let's face it.
No, you're right, though. If Adam would have super fat guy, there would have been no apples left.
Adam would have slept with one of you two? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Is this the alternate lifestyle?
No. It's
Another
not
thing, too, as soon as God removed my ribs, I would have thought it was food and ate it. There's no way it would have made it into amorphization.
Do you have any sauce?
What I want to know is, when Eve was created, did it grow up as a baby? Because that would explain why men like younger women.
Bro, if God removed one of your ribs, it would look like fucking Wilma Flintstone carrying a dinner into Fred.
Are you kidding me?
God
would go, and now we have a cow.
You only yell at me for talking. You can talk.
I was born in
You can say whatever you
1961.
want.
I want my wife to be born in the summer of 1987.
He's the cheerleader that never was.
Unleashed in the East.
I love it. Believe it or not, the 3 of us fucking animals had a show together this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We had a really good time, too.
It was a lot of fun.
We did.
We did a show
It was a benefit for breast cancer.
that Richie showed up to. Oh, no, we didn't. No, we didn't.
I'm gonna do. I told you I was gonna go this weekend. When you guys were gonna do the live thing at your. I took my tablet now is fully wirecastable now, so I don't need a camera or anything.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
That tablet you had.
Yeah.
I could just walk in with that and actually do the show right from there. I don't need any other cameras.
Apparently, Richie didn't hear what we said. But
I still don't know how to use Lego chat. I'm not really.
You didn't make it to our comedy show this weekend.
I couldn't go to your comedy show this week. I told you I would make it to another one.
What does that have anything to do with the tablet that you just described?
No,
Well,
now that he has a tablet, we can shoot
in
live.
a working capacity and do the.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
No, that's the gotcha.
Was that shit?
I don't know, but looking at him with the sunglasses on, I really
think
feel like
your eyes are glassier than fucking. Are you okay? You have a fever?
eyes with. I'm a
Dude,
happy
do you know
man.
what it's like to be his size and next to 2 men that could drop dead, and he might not be able to get out of it?
I know. You'll be buried in Pompeii.
You want my life alert button?
Yeah, shit. I might need one.
I'll be fall of Pompeii if we die now. You know why? Because
I will be crawling. If they, you know what you think? If they collide, if these guys fall in, I could just duck down and be like between a building.
no
crevasse.
time for
I'll
you
be
to fall down.
between-
It'll be like they find you under a pile of donuts right
You ever
now.
picture that the show?
What
The
show?
logos?
What show?
Oh,
Our
next
show that we
weekend?
had.
we had the.
Yeah, it was
you can't read
friends
anything off
with
of it.
friends with Val. It was just the woman's
Just
face.
throw up in the background while you
I already
guys talk.
deleted that.
Okay.
Nah, you can't read it.
I'm
You
doing
can't.
it.
So apparently it's gone.
Whatever.
So talk about it.
Yeah, we had
Very interesting. About what? 200 people?
no 280.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
280 people. It was in
We were in Prick, New Jersey.
PAL
Oh,
thing,
Brick.
right?
I
You
don't
did
know,
Chuck
whatever.
E. Cheese?
I don't know.
no the PAL building.
What a pervert.
It's yeah.
Wait,
Were there
is it Chuck E.
children?
How
Cheese?
do we stop this from going erect? It keeps. Is there a way to tighten it?
Yeah, on the underneath it.
No, it really here with a screwdriver, but yeah. So we'll just do this.
Don't worry, we're not woodshop class.
And this.
Grab that mic really homosexual.
Do you like the way?
I know, it's like, let's
You
just
see how he did that, folks? He grabbed the balls first.
Listen,
Shaft too.
I better know how to handle it.
What?
Craig, I'm shocked.
Easy for you to say.
Your face is like
Apparently
this.
it wasn't.
Craig, your face is like, more milk should be on Puerto Rico.
Right. How's that? There you go. There you go. I
Thank
got it.
you.
See?
Yeah, you can do the show from inside then.
I'm
30 minutes into the show, we got the mic fixed.
And now I dropped my phone. Sweet.
What kind of phone did you get?
I will.
The show.
Let's finish. Yeah, we had a good
Richie. Where are we?
We had Richie.
290. 280?
280. 280 people.
450.
Yeah, now it's
what are we talking? What are we talking about? Wait,
how many people?
No, wait.
I was 290 in second grade.
Mike, were you there too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun, man. I was like at 38 waist to 10 years old, having 4.5 whoppers, having like. When I grew up, I'd see us double knit leisure suit days. You were lucky you were born after me.
Yeah, I had to wear the leisure suits.
Can you imagine me and him showing up to the playground the same age together? The teacher, like walking towards the seesaw, and the teacher just breaks into a sweat.
It's like the battle royale. You guys should travel in with music.
You were lucky you were born in the mid-70s. There's some bad clothes from like.
Oh yeah,
there was a lot of bad clothes from the 80s.
What's your corduroy was where I used to start fires in my corduroy.
Oh yeah, I was worn out the inside of my leg.
Did you get that white mark, right? You get the white mark on
yeah, and if you had like blue or black corduroys,
what is that? Richie, it's a cum stain, Mom. Go away.
Oh, cum stain. Yeah, at 8.
Hey, no.
It was probably a fucking powdered donut stain at 15.
Yeah, but it's not like $85 Z Camaricci's.
Nice.
Oh
I had Z Camaricci's.
You remember anyone remember the store Merry-Go-Round?
Yes, every mall in the country had them. They were right.
Whose asshole phone went off? Was that yours?
That was mine, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Cocksucker.
That was too good.
Chess King, Richie, right?
Richie, I'd like to fuck you in the ass until your shoes fill up with blood while wearing a Santa hat. Kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
So the show is fun, man. I mean, like, he's good to start off. I can't do that shit. Because I don't give a fuck about people. I don't care. He goes up there, who's married, whose birthday. I don't care when your birthday is. I'm not good at that. But he's good at that. He got them going, fucking yelling and sweating his balls off like he always does. And they were fucking into it, man. And then he tore it up. I went up there. We had a good time, man. They fucking loved it.
It was fun. I'm not a host either. I'm not like,
it was just us.
You know what's funny? We were going to start at 8 o'clock, but then they put dessert out, so we didn't start till 9:30. I've never seen people go for cake. They have every cake you could think of. Really? Oh my God.
Our show time was, approximate time was 8:30 start time, but we didn't start till after 9.
You see me and Boschetti immediately.
Yeah, we were there. Oh yeah, the food. Yeah, we all ate a little bit.
A mini mall and bakery.
Food was still going on, and they immediately put out the dessert.
As soon as the dessert came out, me and Boschetti are sitting next to each other. This is exactly what you see us do. We both sit on our hands. And our table was right next to the dessert table, so you couldn't even get away from the odor, the aroma. I come over with a plate full of fucking goodies and shit, It smelled like my underwear after my fucking birthday party at Friendly's.
Everybody was there and everything.
Let me finish saying what I'm saying.
People talking. I'm trying to...
Don't explain. I have no clue.
Boschetti was like, slowly I turn.
No, she was
step by step.
She's a nice woman.
There was a 55-year-old woman there with the worst fake tits I've ever seen, and they're like out.
Yeah, at a breast.
I wanted to say something.
This one was dying of breast cancer. She's actually, unfortunately, she's terminal.
Like, do you know where you're at? Really, ma'am? I wanted to say, if this was a fucking cock benefit, would you be smacking a beach ball around? But I didn't have the balls to do it.
Right, this lady's not doing well, but she looks good. She's in good spirits, and she looks pretty good. But she's having issues. Bad things are happening. She's not. There is no cure at this point for her. So, and she's got 3 beautiful young daughters. The oldest one being, was the oldest one like 20? They're like 20. No, 20. 18, the one just turned 18 on Saturday. It was 2018 and like 10 or 11. So she's got 3 girls, and she's not going to be here within the next year.
Yeah, but you never know with these kind of things. Because my grandfather's sister had cancer when my mom was like in the 8th grade, and she was still around when mom was in the 20s and 30s. So you never know.
It could it could she could prolong it maybe a little bit.
But there is now some experimental drugs.
Yeah, there is no cure, and whatever. So she's.
Mike asked, do you remember the Husky section in Sears?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, that's just that was like that's not politically correct. It's not politically correct now. It's just called the big and tall section.
And I see my wifey's in there.
It's like
baby,
like double knit. I look like the pimp from Beretta with double knit burgundies.
Mike, you know what pissed me off? Like the logos, they didn't make bigger for fat people.
I know.
So you'd be wearing a shirt that said Nike, and people would walk up to you going like this. What are you? Fucking the alligator was still this big.
When did they change it? Gap shirt has a G over here, an A over here, and a P over here. It's a Gap shirt.
Yeah, but when did they change the name Husky though? Probably a long time ago.
Husky was in the 70s.
Politically correct.
When did it change? Like in the 90s, probably, maybe? I don't even know.
No, they started in the 70s.
80s, they had one. I had it.
Now. They say, like, big and tall or something.
They say, control yourself, you fat fuck.
They just put an X after everything.
I know, make it look cool, like
I feel like I'm a porn star, but it sucked because I was a 3X in 5th grade. You know
no, but it sucks, but
I'm trying to do...
What are you trying to do?
They would have a night, and we don't have a big selection.
Trying to hang yourself?
Can I send you a picture? Look at that, Mikey. Is that from you?
That's Angel Salazar.
Yeah, who's that?
That's me.
Yeah, I know.
Rich. Let's go out. I hope the Golden Corral's coming.
I want to... Well, you guys are talking. I want to send that picture to him. Look at Bruschetti. Oh,
96,
oh my
97,
God.
I know.
Look,
awesome.
Angel, look at
yeah, but look, I still have the double
Chips.
chin. I was still fat, dude. Look at that. The double chin was still hanging.
Yeah, where did you get the... You look like the guy from Bates Motel.
And
what's his name?
Norman
Bates.
That's what he looks like, doesn't he? Oh my God.
He's like, with his head back. Yeah, but look at him with the vest. And
yeah, that was
nice, bro.
But that was like 96, 97.
I wish everybody else can see that.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm a little slow on this stuff. Sorry, I apologize. We didn't get into it yet. I did just get a new phone, and it doesn't work. My wife sent me this picture, and I'm gonna try
What internet page are you on?
figure out how to send it.
Yeah. Can you go to Facebook or anything?
Sure.
Hey Jen, could you just post that on my Facebook page? The picture of that you just sent Craig,
or on my
by
page.
the time he does it, it will be already packed up and away.
Or on my page.
Well, just tell me who you're doing it, so I don't have to.
Either or.
I don't have to go to both your pages.
IOU. Do you guys remember IOU?
Sure.
The Guido movement.
It
was the IOU shirts. Remember?
Yeah, I guess so. I just remember.
This is how ugly I was in 7th grade. Okay, I had baby blue jogging pants.
No, don't say it.
Listen, the long socks that you pull all the way up and then push down. They look like wigwams. Okay.
Frank, correct.
I had the Reeboks, the white Reeboks with the double Velcro. Left it open.
I don't know.
Then I had my pink sweatshirt, right? And you had to rip it. Then I had the chain. Remember the chains you used to have with the square with the Playboy bunny and it had your nails diagonally up the middle? That fucker was out, right? Well, and then my hair, I don't even have a picture. We got to get a picture. I got to find one. My hair, right? Spiked on the top, shaved on the sides, and all curly in the back. My sister will vouch for that madness.
I had a fade in your early 90s.
What?
Yeah.
A what?
A fade in your early 90s, like us.
Yeah, hair.
Well, in the 80s, I had... You can go onto my Facebook page, or I'll send them to you, or whatever. I don't know how to quite do it here from this yet, but I had the mullet.
I came close to the mullet.
First, I had full long hair, and then Rush, Grace Under Pressure came out, the album, 1986. And Geddy Lee was like the first person I seen with the mullet, but it was clean, it looked good, it was short on the sides, nice and spiky on the top, long in the back.
Was it full or no?
And no, it wasn't like the mullet, like the southern mullet.
Yeah, it wasn't like.
I love when the dictionary has the word that's needed, but he still has to tell you what it is.
What you mean?
You just described what a mullet was, like people didn't know.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, I know, but I had, well, some people don't know.
No, they had a TV show called The Mullets.
He was like a dwarf, you know what I mean? Short, about this tall. I love you.
Such a dick.
No, but The Mullets was a TV show, like a season, I think, like in the late 80s, early 90s. The
I had feathered back hair, high shaved up here. I never was into that stuff. Never wore a hat other than, sports. Just had feather back here. That was it. I was a Matisoff.
Did she put it up? Did she hear us?
Which page? Yours or hers?
Mine. We're asking a lot.
I don't know.
I'm on yours. I don't see it.
I thought I was called the Reebok Punk.
No, I don't know how to use it. I guess we could go. Are we done with the talking about the show this weekend? We had a good time. It was for a good cause. They raised a lot of money. The people all liked us. They loved us, in fact, and they already...
Craig stood up on the chair at the end. He had 2 chairs.
Yeah, I put two chairs together, and I just stood up because there was no stage. Big room, like 30-foot ceiling, 280 people.
Couldn't curse. You had to be clean.
Yeah,
I wanted to stab you every time you say flippin'.
I didn't say it.
Yes, you did.
I did not.
Ask Jennifer. He said flippin'.
Maybe once.
Did you drop the F?
Maybe once.
Somebody did.
Nobody did.
No, I said just shut the F up.
Okay.
I didn't say.
I pictured you being Bill Cosby. Flim flam.
Right. Well, he didn't want me to say like flip or flippin'. Look, did she say it?
She shared it on her page. Another Loydgren that don't listen to a fucking thing I say.
She just said it's on her page. That's where she took it.
I love you.
It's on your wife's page. How the hell am I going to get you?
Yeah.
Well, you're not my wife's friend?
See how we're dealing with here? You see what we're dealing with?
You're not my wife's friend?
Yeah,
Pretty soon we're gonna have a website and a real chat room where you can post links that we can go to.
Babe,
I got it here. I got it.
friend request Richie Matisoff.
Look at this picture.
Say that 3 times.
Matisoff. I had to think about it one time slow.
Heavens to Murgatroyds.
Heavens.
Snack. I love it. He was so cool, right? That's right. Him and Gazoo might have hooked up, I think.
You say, hey, we live in an alternative lifestyle in cartoon world. And
Gazoo and Snaggy probably hooked up, I'm sure.
Full size.
Okay, dum-dum.
Let me stretch it out.
Hello, dum-dum.
What did she come on, dum-dum? Let's have some fun fun.
He was great, Kazoo.
What are you drinking, Tourette's? What's in that fucking cup?
Shit, fuck, piss, cock, whore.
What the hell is this?
I don't know. You're in the wrong folder.
No, because we're in the...
That's the stage I destroyed.
Yes, hold on.
Thanks for bringing it up, Rich.
Nice, look at that.
Hold on, because it fucking...
Now we're going to show the circumcision of Richie. Look what he's doing.
Samurai.
Did you close that file?
Hey, there it is.
Yeah, but
But it won't... It's not stretching. Hold on.
That's all right. We weren't gonna. But we'll keep talking as
who
he's.
the fuck is this guy over here with...
Angel said it was Bobby Collins. I don't think that was him. He looks too young to be Bobby Collins then. Collins like 95.
Collins is like.
There we go.
No, he wasn't doing
Attaboy.
that guy didn't do any Mexican
had
dog
it.
food, bitch.
Yeah,
that was him.
Is that Bobby Collins?
No.
Don't close it.
I don't know who the hell it was.
I didn't close it. I hit stretch.
So for all you guys that see,
Save changes.
look, this is Mike Buschetti right here.
It's Angel Salazar.
Well, wait. Here's this guy right here. Is right here. This is what you said, 96, 97.
Yeah, 97.
You're 97 in that picture? You look great.
1996.
Still
This
got
picture
a
from. This is Angel Salazar, Chi-Chi from Scarface and from Carlito's Way. That's Red, right? Canadian Red.
Yeah.
That's
something like that. Frankie
Chips
that.
Cooney.
Chips.
the infamous Chips Cooney, and this guy right here that we're going to talk about in just a couple of minutes, Otto Peterson, who unfortunately passed away. But these guys will talk about that. We didn't want to quite get there yet.
It's so unbelievable. I mean, that guy's trying to be Bobby Collins. I don't know who the hell he really was.
Maybe it's Bobby Collins.
No, you know what? Though he didn't have any bad search commercials on the air at the time anymore.
I don't break those teeth on.
That must be him going, Otto, give me a spot. You promised me to get up here. It had to be Bobby Collins. Look at Otto's face. Like that fucking hack is here, right?
Is that Caroline?
Yeah, that's Caroline.
No, look at his face. He's like, I'm sandwiched between that hack and Chips in the back. It's like, I love Chips.
And what is this, 15 years
Look
ago?
how long Chips looks. Chips looks like he's
They still haven't changed that shitty background.
Oh, what, in Caroline's?
Yeah.
I know, look how young Chips is.
Now
Looks like
Chips
they
looks
pulled
like
up the fucking partridge.
I wish I started... that's what it looks like. I wish I started comedy then.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny? I was around then.
91. What year was that?
97, it says.
Frank
like
Hudak?
Enough.
Who's Frank Hudak? Is that who it was?
Yeah, he's a good friend of Angel. He's a good friend of Otto.
Who's that?
Too.
Oh, that's
The guy in the orange.
Yeah.
Frank Hudak.
We're talking about him. Who's this?
Oh, that guy. I don't know who he is.
No, I was asking...
Oh, he looks like the guy that shot Sonny in the movie Bronx Tale. Look at looking around.
I don't know, his teeth are pretty bright. I'm a little jealous. And that's in the 90s, really, before they were brightening teeth, like with all the strips and everything. You either had to pay a lot for that, or...
Yeah, but you know what, though? In those days, I was still better and hookers. Maybe his teeth away for some
wasn't
reason.
even
You know
a
what I mean?
that was
Half
a
of
camera phone.
them was cocaine.
Yeah, it could have been.
That wasn't even a camera phone. I mean, that was,
This is way before
Shit,
the net.
there wasn't even... People weren't carrying
That
cell
was probably
phones.
a $5,000 camera that took that picture.
Yeah, right now we can take a better picture on your
Yeah.
phone.
People
Google
wearing...
Earth a better picture than that.
I know, people are still spending $400 for a digital watch.
We could look at us now.
My family
Now.
tree is on Google Earth. It has to
Now
be.
is now.
Bring me back to that.
Well, what just happened? That was then. This is now.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, but how do you guys look in 96? That would have been fun to see that.
me in 96?
Yeah. Stick.
Well, do you have a picture?
Of me?
I don't know why I have
picture
such an
me.
issue with trying to go through this phone. It's shared on her page. Yeah, we got it, baby. Oh, that probably came in a few minutes ago. Sorry. Thank you, babe.
Wait, can we put links as comments?
Look, we're all looking down on our phones. Thanks, honey, for...
I was still drinking in those
Putting
days.
that
It was
picture
year
up.
before, I think.
I don't know what you're happy for, but maybe.
Where did Jen get that
Do it
picture
on
from?
your-
Was that
on your-
someone put it up on your page and
Frank
tagged you?
Hudak put
I
it
don't
up.
have it.
All right.
And I think Angel put it up
My
originally.
sister
No,
said she found a picture of my football picture when I played football in high school, which was '92.
Jen, put a picture of me up. I can't pull a picture up on my phone. And then let me know what page it's on.
You guys could share links in the chat room, so Richie can. Are you in the chat room too, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys want to post it to your Facebook or whatever, and then share the link. If you guys don't know how to do that, kill yourself.
I guess I should kill myself because I don't know. Do you want to go into quickly?
Well, Richie's busy, so
all right,
we gotta wait for him.
Well, quickly before him,
what about? You guys can talk.
We unfortunately, like I said, there was a death passing in the comedy world that these guys were both really close with him, for a very long time. I mean, I knew the guy and worked with him a few times, but I don't have some of the experiences that these two had with him. So they're gonna talk more. I'm gonna just kind of sit in the middle and look at you.
Look at me. Sweet.
Nice. Did she put that up so you can?
No, I have it now. I don't know what to do.
Are we talking about that? Want to put a picture up here?
Yeah, no.
Well, me and Buda have a pretty good story about Otto.
We have a bunch of them.
Well, before.
Let's tell them about Otto. Could you put It's a current picture of Otto.
Not that one, right? That's true.
Well, why don't you explain to everybody who Otto?
That's Otto right there.
Why don't you explain to people who Otto was?
Otto and George was a ventriloquist. That's his picture right there.
Oh, there he is.
Rest in peace, buddy.
Yeah, he was the comedian's comedian. Like, there aren't that many comics like. You know what I mean? Like that you go out of your way. Like I've paid, as a comic now, I've paid to go see Otto. You know what I mean? At Bananas or whatever.
I didn't pay, but I went to see him when he was just performing as a comic. Like he did the finishing night of the first annual Staten Island Comedy Festival at the St. George Theater, and I was on the first night of the show, and he was in the last. So I went just to go and see him.
People with comics would flock all around us.
Yeah.
Some of the friends, Penn and Teller loved them, all huge people. I mean, David Copperfield's a huge fan of his. I was watching something on YouTube today of him going to his museum.
A lot of celebrities liked him that he didn't realize either. I was listening to Opie and Anthony today, and they were going through him. In that folder, he's with some famous people.
In the video or the? Are you talking about
in pics.
Yeah,
in pics.
I'll go through them.
Not the numbered ones. They're towards the end.
Yeah.
So don't say
Hackett, Copperfield, Jimmy.
But
he just said don't say the names.
I know.
Jimmy.
Just put the celebrity ones on.
Yeah, this is
Look at
awesome.
this picture.
That was on Jay Moore's show, '99. That was
Buddy
awesome.
Hackett, man. Buddy Hackett, Otto and George. Buddy Hackett was a great comic.
And Jay Moore had a big affection for him.
That was a show called Action.
There's one of the Copperfield too.
Yeah. So what is this? This is Jay Moore.
There was a show called Action back in 1999.
Right.
Well, there was a video. Did you have the video, or was it on YouTube? With he showed all the.
Yeah, there was a video of the museum at Copperfield. Is it at his house or in his town, or what is it?
I seen it today. It might have been.
Where is the museum now?
It might be in his. It looks like it might have been in his house. It was awesome, but he had a George there.
Yeah, he had everybody you could think of, the knuckleheads.
Who did Copperfield?
Yeah, look at Tim Allen. He was part of the Dirty Dozen.
Who was Otto?
Oh, yeah.
Otto and Tim Allen.
Right.
There's a picture. Look at put the one. There were a whole bunch of people on stage.
In fact, Otto did a show back in '91 at the Montreal Festival.
Black and white?
It's a group, yeah.
That Sam Kennison hosted.
Yeah, look at this picture, all right? You got Chris Rock.
Whoa.
Okay.
Right.
You got Joke Man Martling.
Jackie.
What's his name? Otto and George right there. But where's Tim Allen? Oh, Tim Allen was a part of this. I don't see him.
I don't see him either.
That sucks. But he's a part of it.
But we recognize some of the other.
Yeah.
That could be the back of his head right there. Actually, in the picture. But he's part of that Dirty Dozen. I have his set. It's 4 or 5 minutes set. We'll get to that eventually.
Too.
But these are George Carlin.
George Carlin, look at this.
George Carlin loved him. Otto told me a story once that he didn't even know George Carlin showed up at one of his gigs. He found out late. He was a big fan of Otto and George. Kevin Spacey too.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Loved Otto. Loved
Really?
him. Yeah.
I'm watching that movie.
You know why? Because he was like the dummy. George.
He was
the dirtiest. He was right. He was a triple X. He was
Dirtiest. That was his 20th doll too.
He had that many. I thought he had 3.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
No.
Hey Richie, start going through the numbered files. Start with 1.
No, you're right. He had 20 George, a whole
whole
army.
shitload. The first picture coming up is from 1968. Look at this shit.
Whoa.
That's his first dog.
Oh God. Look how young you can see. Whoa.
His brother.
What's
You ever meet his brother and sister? I forget.
No, I think I met his
He's
sister
on
a long
Facebook
time
too. I
ago.
saw
Yeah,
his thing.
No, I never did, but that's wild.
1968.
I met
So
his
if he
sister.
was, what year was he born? If he was 53.
I was
He
like,
was born 60, it said.
So
Yeah.
he's
1960
8 years old.
now,
That's
so
my
yeah.
that's Zach's age,
Right,
and he knew he wanted to do that.
right, he was already
Go to
doing
the second picture.
Yep.
This is a couple years
that's so
later.
awesome.
Huh.
Different dummy.
See, that's how we looked in those days, Booty. I had that haircut like him. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
I had
it's
that
the
too,
Ralph
man.
Macchio
Yeah.
haircut.
I had that haircut.
Go to number
The
3.
rice bowl.
That's another
Michael
dummy.
Jackson one?
Yeah, another dummy.
Ooh, that's scary looking.
It is.
Is that the same one?
It's a different one.
Look at that.
Look at a different one.
And look at him.
1976. It looks like Clockwork Orange.
He's only
Yeah.
16
He does.
years old.
Yeah.
He does.
What?
He's only 16.
Yeah,
Sorry, love.
I was 2 years
No
old.
time for the in and out. Just come to check the meter.
First show I ever watched on HBO.
Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, and my dad's like, turn that crap off.
Oh
Look,
God,
it's a total, that's the Michael Jackson one.
that's the leisure suit. The last part of it.
Yeah.
We were like, no! Look at that. That's what was out there.
We were wearing that
Was it the
shit.
Black Panthers?
Yeah, right? No.
We did this one already. I'll do it again.
Well, because he used to perform
Oh, we did this
up
one.
in like
Oh, we didn't do
Central
this
Park
one
and
yet.
stuff, right?
The next one we did.
See, that's
Joe
a
Franklin.
That's a newer George.
Freddie Prinze.
Not a, yeah.
Is it? Yeah, look.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Wow.
No, Freddie Prinze Sr.
A senior. Is it? That's
Yeah.
what I meant.
Yeah.
Chico and the Man.
No, I didn't mean to say junior.
No, but that's like that was Chico and the Man, and he is Freddie Prinze Jr.'s
Go to
father.
the next one.
That's his daddy.
That was the,
He killed himself.
again.
Okay.
That was the next
Look,
one.
see, that's a different puppet.
Yeah.
He had that puppet for 20 years.
Look, and who's this? Because this is
I don't know. It looks like somebody.
yeah.
Bill Moff? No, I don't think it's
Nah, it's...
Now go to the. Now see, look. That's the
This looks
puppet.
like a Chico and the Man episode.
Well, this puppet, that night he was having problems. Supposedly the face was coming off. He was flipping out.
Oh, is that what this line is right here, maybe?
I don't know.
What show was he on?
I forget, man. That's his first, one of his first CDs.
Look at that.
See, that's the puppet I knew him with for 20. Like he had that one for a long
Right.
time. And then go to the
All
newer
variations,
picture
because some
Now
of them
look at
had
the newer
different
picture.
hair.
No, that's not it. I'm sorry. The newer picture is...
Oh, that's me with Otto.
I'm sorry.
See, but I knew the 89 to 25-year-old
Is that the
puppy
new-
was
yeah.
probably the same
Look,
puppy
see,
he
that's
had.
the newer one.
Right, with that hair.
I took that picture.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the new one. And, whoa. Yeah. You know why you can just see how the face is, the hair? Yeah.
Oh, that's the brand new one. Yeah. Go to his headshot too. That's
Yeah.
the better picture.
Sorry, I got my back. I
Sorry,
feel
guys.
guilty that we're looking.
That's the George I knew for a long
Right,
time.
yeah, that's the one. What's the same one? That,
Who did
that
that
hair.
one?
That's the one I
Yeah,
knew
that's
for
the same
forever,
new one.
right?
What? No, that's the new one.
Well, that's the one that he
That's
has
the
in the other
brand new one.
picture
He's had it
too.
for about 10 years.
Right.
Or 8
So we
years.
did the pig
It has
roast
a
with
haircut,
this
that's
one,
why I
right?
What's that?
recognize it.
This was the pig roast one?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Now go back to the one where he's the chest hair is open. It's like a old. It looks like he's on Arsenio.
No, and I know what you're saying that he
You
had
go
different.
from this one and you go back one.
I
That's the one.
I know what you're saying that he had different dolls, but I'm saying as far as George dolls,
They were
he
all
had
George.
three. I thought he had, yeah, but
Yeah.
like this style, he had like
Yeah,
three.
that
of
was the
them.
one I knew when I met him. So,
They were all different, though, so different from each other.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
the George. The other picture was cool. That's the
And
George.
obviously,
Which one? Who's this? That's you?
oh, it's me, Johnny L, Mario Gentile. That's the little, clique we had.
Yeah.
We had Rich Carucci, Joe Conti, Kenny Michaels was in there, Andy Hayward.
all great
All
comics,
great guys.
Yeah.
I mean, we did
all
the,
really funny guys.
we all just Otto took us in, man. We all opened for him. I mean, it was like you'd have 14 comics on a show. We all did 5 minutes.
He didn't care. He just loved
No, he didn't give a
comics
shit.
that much. He helped everybody he could, for
You
sure.
know. I'm sure we helped him with material too, as far as picking on people in the audience, because we didn't know what the fuck we were doing, and we would like open gates on everybody, and he would just fucking
Right,
go
he
back
just
to it and
remember it, right, hit
destroy
everybody,
them.
right.
Doc's in Staten Island.
Oh
We
my
always
God.
had an
Remember
audio
that? The
there.
clam bar?
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Was
he
that
had,
the one on the second floor? Was up like little
Yeah,
steps?
yeah.
Yeah,
They moved.
Well, the
but
first time I ever seen him, I was at a bachelor party when I was like 17 years old.
Really?
Yeah, he was a comic for a bachelor party.
Jen, I got your 2 pictures. Thanks.
I met him
don't-
in 1989.
Thanks, baby.
But
I started comedy in '98, and then I met him that year. This is a fun. I don't want to tell the story, but there's audio of me calling in Opie. I'm gonna have you play in a minute, but I think I met him.
Well, Well, before you play that audio, they play a video of his material, so you understand what he always kind of did.
One of those videos. The Letterman one's good.
Well, he doesn't even curse in that one.
Do one of the older ones. The one that's
full frontal.
I got the McGuire's.
Oh wait, first play Craig Ferguson because it's just Tim Allen talking about Otto.
And then if you have full frontal comedy,
that's the one we have. Yeah,
what, the full frontal comedy?
Yeah,
play that one because it's some Showtime.
Hold on,
Is there a picture too?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I just didn't want to turn around if I was wrong.
I met Otto.
Possible now for Al Jazeera. They moved in, didn't
That's right. They bought currently.
Yeah. Right.
I don't think Al Jazeera are anything to do with the Taliban, though.
Well, it's I make that adjustment for comedy purposes.
I see.
Like the famous Otto and George says, I exaggerate to clarify.
See?
I see.
All right.
Respect, man.
This
Tim
is kind
fucking
of
Allen.
the silence that you have.
Yeah, no. Oh, a quiet time.
Which is one of the better parts of the show.
You want to do one?
When was this?
That was cool.
Last year. No, last year.
That is a nice respect thing because they were friends. They came up together. Yeah. And Otto,
There's one that's like 5 minutes. It's really blurry. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's great though.
It's blurry, but
Otto was a real dirty comic, but like you said, he took everybody in. I only worked with him and never had to like drive with him or spend like these guys all like open for him.
There's a thing he did. John Melendez, Stutter and John, loved him. We toured with him for a bit.
Right.
And John first got on Tonight Show. I was looking for the clip today. I have it at home on VHS. I couldn't find it.
Hey, John Conti, what's up? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, John.
Hey, what's up, John?
Another funny fat fuck.
Howard a big fan of his too, right?
Yeah.
Otto, he was on there all the time.
That's why I first knew about it.
He used to be on Howard a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna play this clip.
Ready?
It's not an hour. Don't worry.
There's a show from Showtime from the '80s. Remember the show, Full Frontal Comedy?
I want to thank Don, who's been really great to me this week, and I want to thank the whole crew of Showtime. They're really, really easy to work with. It's been a real pleasure.
Hey, why don't you just blow everybody in the fucking building? It would take less time.
Right, this is like the hair.
Is anybody here engaged? Who's engaged? Who's engaged? Anybody?
Yeah, never get married. Fuck that shit.
Well, you gotta get married now.
You know, after you get married, you never get head.
Why do you say that? Married people have oral sex.
Why do you think women get married? They want kids. They ain't gonna drink the kids.
That's the favorite line you have.
Come on, honey, do a shooter. A new Disney film, honey, I drank the kids. Suck my The best blowjob I ever got, when she was done, my cock looked like a totem pole. I had to yank the shit out of my ass with both hands. And you girls believe in reincarnation?
Is that too loud?
No. Answer me, you hooers. All right. What are you, too good to talk to a puppet, huh? I hope your next shit is square. All right. Sweat, you loser. All right, I'm sweating. Did you guys see my movie? I made a porno movie. I fucked Miss Piggy in this movie. I porked that bitch. Bacon shot out of her ass. I did it to her froggy style. I always wear a condom. This AIDS thing sucks, don't it? Really sucks. What's the next disease gonna be like? You know what it'll be? Anytime a guy has an orgasm, the head of his cock is gonna shoot off like a champagne cork. Then you gotta find your dick and go to the hospital. Honey, my cock rolled under your couch. Get a stick, help me look for it. It looks like a pink fireman's hat. Help me out here. Hey, there's two cocks under there. What's going on? There's a black one under the couch. Leave it there, the cat will get it. Oh, this is a good crowd here. You're a wonderful audience. You know what? I got my worst blowjob the other day.
Your worst?
Yeah, what happened? I went down on this girl, then it came her turn, too soft night. How was it? You know what she did? You need a mic, asshole. She kissed the head of my cock like this. I go, what is that, your grandmother? What do you want, Hanukkah money too? Suck that cock.
This is my favorite joke.
That. Suck my cock like you're drowning and the ball's got oxygen. And you never seen Baywatch that. And she gave me head for like 2 minutes, and then she goes, tell me when you're gonna come. When I'm gonna come, the only thing I can say is, what am I supposed to do? Make an announcement? Attention, cocksucker. Attention, hooah.
Yes. That was. You can't beat him, man. He is just.
He was super generous with people too, because he invited me to a party with Al Goldstein from Screw Magazine. But Gilbert was there. Al Grandpa Monster was there. It was such a wild night. We went. And so Al Lewis was there, right?
When was this? What year was this?
Like 96, 97. But the thing is, especially Al Lewis, I'm like such a fan. He'll go, Grandpa! I yelled it out in the middle of the place. and he just like, Otto was so funny. He was heckling Gilbert that night. He was breaking Gilbert's
We're not
balls.
lit or we're lit? We're too lit?
But he's just such... People came just like you said earlier. People like all famous fucking well-known comics and actors and writers just loved him.
Yeah,
he had a huge fan base of an army of super famous people. Adored him. So I just friends.
Well, he was real dirty. That was the best part about it. But he didn't have to be either.
No.
You know, there's a video. We're not going to play that video, but there's a video. He does like 27 minutes at a kid's party. Did you see that?
No.
Yes.
It's totally clean.
With Tom Dernan.
I don't know.
He's with Tommy Dernan. Yeah. And they're doing a kids party. Yeah, because obviously...
He combs the George's
and
hair.
And the one little kid wants him to keep doing, comb his hair again. He's like, every time he keeps brushing the kid's the hair.
Was it a benefit or just a party?
It was just a birthday party, it looked like.
Like in a school, like a preschool. Little kids.
I don't know what it was.
And it was him with another comic, Tommy Dernan.
Card at the end.
So now we're going to play a clean clip, the Letterman one.
The Letterman one.
Yeah, it's in there.
I don't laugh often like that, but I laugh so hard.
Oh yeah, God. Absolutely.
That's not that one.
Oh, what's this? This is Letterman?
Yeah, let me just... Ready?
That's not too loud.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I just hope to God you don't curse.
No, I'm not going to curse. Happy Valentine's Day. And look, I got a big heart on. Would you like to touch it?
No, thanks. Just take this off here.
Yeah, you look good. Nice shirt. I didn't know Ted Bundy had a catalog.
So, what do you got planned for Valentine's Day?
Well, me and my girlfriend like to eat, you know. So I'm going to take her to a nice restaurant for a romantic candlelit dinner, followed by a smooth elevator ride up to the room, and then we're going to watch the Letterman show. Oh, of course, yeah. And if she talks when it's on, I'm going to crack her skull open with an ashtray.
That sounds real romantic. Just don't curse.
Yeah, I can't curse, but Entertainment Tonight could show Britney Spears Velcro when she's getting out of the car with no underwear on.
I can't believe we're here at the Ed Sullivan Theater. This is just amazing, the history here, you know. Elvis Presley, Jim Morrison.
Yeah, both dead. Speaking of dead, are they storing the bodies in here? I'm freezing. It's freezing in here. It's cold outside. This gig sucks.
All right.
Oh, my God. The Statue of Liberty has the torch under her dress.
All right.
That's good. Well, he gets a clap for that one.
Ventriloquist yeah. You know they're locking up profession? Yeah, Letterman over there, the skinny guy. Looks like Audrey Hepburn. No, he looks good. You should eat something. You can afford it. Have a gyro, pal. He looks like he should be a bouncer at a salad bar.
All right.
I love when he went after people.
By the way, I like doing Cabin Boy. That was your best work since Mork and Mindy. It's like De Niro without the talent.
All right, come on.
I was talking to...
Paul Shaker. Yeah, he looks good. Your barbacoa, the turtle wax is in. All right.
You know he wants to say cocksucker.
Slide off the floor at night. He's like Letterman's puppet. Who's working your head? All right, be nice. By the way, I drive a taxi here in New York. Anybody recognize me?
He did that with the little kids and it scared them a little bit. They were like,
Have you ever had anybody really famous in your taxi?
Yeah, I had former governor of New York, Pataki, in the cab. What kind of name is Pataki? It sounds like something you stepped in on the way to the car, you know? Hey, that's Pataki. Walk around it. Mommy, I made a Pataki.
Who else have you had? I had McGreevy, the governor of New Jersey. I made him right up front. He ain't sitting behind me.
Put my cell down to do that.
Alright, so leave him alone. It's an alternative lifestyle.
Yeah, right. Being Amish is an alternative lifestyle. Alright. What did the black lesbian say to the white lesbian? You the man!
Good.
Hey George, did you see Brokeback Mountain?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Loved him, hated him.
Alright.
You know the original title of that was A Fistful of Testicles? We gotta hurry up, we got 4 minutes and they're throwing us out of here. Try and get me in this building tomorrow, Geppetto.
George, do you like plane travel?
Oh man, it sucks. Every time I get in an airplane, I'm never sitting next to a cute girl. I'm always sitting next to some old guy that wants to talk, you know? Where you from? Where you going? Where am I going? Look at your ticket. That's where we're all going.
So tough.
I'd like to sing a song for Valentine's Day. This is the love song from the movie Jaws. Suddenly, I'm not half the man I used to.
Good crowd, right?
Yeah, and Sonny Bono's a good skier.
All right. I love Jaws. Jaws was a great movie. Remember the opening scene in Jaws?
This drunk girl goes swimming naked. I'm drunk, get out of the water! Ah, got it! And then you hear, dun dun, ah, get out of the water's great! Dun 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 dun, ah, doesn't this broad hear the music? Get out of the water, that's shark music!
Alright. Is anybody here from New Jersey? New Jersey?
Kill yourself! What a polluted dump New Jersey is now. New Jersey, where a fart is refreshing. Seriously. Here's a poem I wrote about Jersey. It's called Pollution.
It's a poem. Go ahead.
I shot an arrow into the air. It stuck.
Oh, God. So I saw Otto at Bananas one night for my friend's bachelor party, right? And I'm like, oh my God, this guy is insane. I fucking hurt.
Wait, man. You seen him at a bachelor party too when you first were introduced to him?
Party. Yeah.
So was I.
Yeah, but not a bachelor. Like, where was it though? See, this was at Bananas. Like, we all went out.
Oh no! This was private, rented at in Staten Island.
No, it wasn't a private. It was at Bananas for my friend who got married, and we all went out. Okay.
Right.
And oh my God, unbelievable! I was hurting. So then I saw him. I saw the Star Ledger. I was looking through it. My grandfather got it every day on Sunday or Saturday or whatever. I'm looking through the entertainment thing because that's where we looked for movie times.
Right.
And I see his big picture. You know, Otto and George. I couldn't find that headshot. It's a black and white, and he's like this, and the puppet. It just looks sick.
Right.
I'm like, Ma, that's the guy. I fucking told I was so excited. I told my mom. Right. You know, I'm like, I don't know how old I was. Maybe 17, 18.
Yeah, I was around the same age. It was right before I went in the Navy.
And so then later on, we went to that show, and then later on again, he was coming back around again. This was like 97, 98 when I started, and I saw him at this bar in Nutley in my hometown. Right. I'm like, this is destiny. You know how you're a kid, you're like, oh my God.
Right.
So I don't even remember the name. Was it the Old Canal Inn? I don't know where it was. I forget. But we went there. I don't remember how old I was in 98. I'm bad with math. 77, 21. I must have just turned 21.
I thought you were throwing that out there to see if I would give you the number.
21, all right?
That's it.
So I went up to
the only file that keeps on going every show.
Right.
So I went up to him. I'm like, man, I saw you at the bachelor party, and I saw you in Lyndhurst. I'm like, I can't believe you're in my hometown. He goes, this is something I want to do. And he looks at me, and he goes, my God, you're huge! He goes, what's your name? Buda? Buda, yeah, I see it. He goes, I don't know what you've been eating, but stop it. You're allergic to it. You're all swollen, and you're sweating. What did you do? Get out of the car? You know? He just started ripping into me, you know? So I'm like, man, I want to do this. So he introduced me to Gonzo.
Bobby
Gonzo. And my first night was at Rascals Comedy Club. There was a girl I worked with who knew everybody in Newark. She brought like 60 people. Between my friends and family, I brought 40. The first 5 shows I did had 100 people there, man. Nice. It was awesome. And it started from there. It's like, I met so many people because of Otto. Like, all these guys that started up, you know, all my friends. My sister knows I dragged her to all the shit shows. John Conti I met at all these shows too. You had the Bag of Nuts with Matt Bridgestone, Dave Cyrus, Joe Conti. Then we had Joe Piccoli. We had Johnny O, right? And then when we opened the Monkey, remember the Dancing Monkey? You headlined there a couple times. Like the Steamroller comedy, fucking Rich Carucci. Yeah. I seen his first night doing it. Yeah. He's like, I don't know if I could do this. I'm like, nah, man, you have the stage presence, you know. He was the the drunk guy. He was always drinking, you know. Right. And then you had this little blonde-haired kid, Kenny Michaels. You ever seen him? That was his first night. We all came up together. Yeah, we all came and we're all still doing comedy. Yeah. You know, we're still doing comedy.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm sure I forgot somebody who was going to be fucking pissed at me.
Some Italian.
Yeah, some Mario Gentile. That's another one. What's up? But it's just, and he didn't care. Like we would have 14 guys on the show. We would all do like 3 minutes. You know. Because it was a real crowd. They were all, and that's what Otto wanted. He wanted us to perform in front of an audience, you know? Yep. So he would sell out, and we're doing shows in front of 100 people. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, you know? And, you know, we could do 3 minutes. Hilarious. You know, and girls would come up to us thinking we were superstars because of him, because the shows were great. I mean, they got good shows, you know. 15 comics. I know it sounds like a lot or whatever, but 3 minutes, you know. And Piccoli knew how to work a room. He would just rip on us. And that was another thing. Like, if you pissed him off, like, say you were, like, in order to get stage time, you had to bring, like, 3 or 4 people. If you didn't, you got the shittiest intro. You would be like, you guys ready for this next comedian? All right, make some noise for this guy. He wouldn't even say his name. Right. Or he would say, if you've seen Showtime at the Apollo or, Stand Up New York, or whatever, 1 Hour Comedy Hour or whatever. He's seen those shows too. So you know, it was just funny, man.
Cole always used to remember that World War II vet, that old guy Joe would throw up there.
What was his name?
Dick something, an older guy. Like,
the fucking Dick Alexander.
Yeah, he was like a World War II
vet. I don't know if my sister remembers. The guy was like, I don't know what that spina bifida.
Yeah. An old guy was World War II.
Right. He was like this, bro. Fucking accordion.
He had like an accordion.
Yeah.
And Joe would throw him up to the wolves. I love on him, but I said to Otto one day, I go, he's gonna have a World War II flashback and cut Joe's throat with a butter knife here.
Of the institution.
Something in the institution.
Buddha, remember? Let people know about that trip we took down Atlantic City.
Oh my God! What a nightmare.
Can I show a couple of those little pictures really fast to you guys? Because you're his wife, and then there's one of you too.
Yeah, we got some pictures to show.
1 sec. Let me just get the make sure it's the right pictures here. Right.
My friend Matt Bridgestone. He was. I just mentioned his name. I missed his call. I'm just calling him real quick. He wants to have Sue say something.
Yo.
What up, Matty?
Hey, Matt.
How are you?
This is Craig.
Good. You guys on air?
Yeah, bro. We're in the middle of our show. I just
look. There's a little mullet.
Matt Bridgestone is he's a booker in New Jersey. We've been working with him. I've known him. What do I know you, Matty? 10 years probably now, right?
I love how you refer to me as a booker first.
No, I didn't say Booker. I said you're a comic who book.
That's a Booker with a decent sense of humor.
No, I said you're a comic who books all over. That's what I said. You douche. He's a brand new daddy, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations, buddy.
Brand new daddy. Hell yeah.
That's why we don't see him anymore.
Just hold the speaker up.
When I met Maddie was in. You were in the Bag of Nuts when I first met you, bro. Remember that whole clan?
I first met Buda. This is really going back, 14 years, I guess. And Bobby Gonzo booked us at a diner about 2 hours north of here in Hohokus, New Jersey. It was about 6 people in the crowd. It was me, you, and I think Johnny Watson was wearing a leather jacket and was like cursing and really edgy that night. And yeah, man, that was where we first met. Buda was actually like, I remember him like sitting in the corner, like all shy, not dogging anyone, like quiet. And that was the last time Buda was quiet. After that,
there wasn't even an audience. We just did it for each other, right?
There was like bus boys watching us and shit.
Bus boys, yeah. They didn't even speak English.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about.
I remember that there was like, I don't know, there was like 2 chicks and like some drug addict and Johnny Watson, and like Gonzo was doing that thing where he knows it's like a terrible show and he was just like laughing really hard at everything to overcompensate for how uncomfortable it was, but it just made it more uncomfortable,
Like that, yeah. Yeah, he
That was it, man. That was where we met. Fucking decade and a half ago, something like that. And the crazy part is we're booked there next week.
No, you never know where you're coming back to.
Yeah, I mean, hey, full circle of shit, right? We were just
we made no progress.
We were just talking about Otto and George just now. We were playing a bunch of clips. We were talking about remember the Joe Piccoli shows that we had to do?
Yeah, take us down.
Of course.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, I did a Piccoli show with Otto, and I remember, Piccoli was like, I could get you on an Otto show, but, you got to bring some people. And I was like down for it. I was like, 22 at the time, and I thought it was a cool chance to get on the show with Otto. This was at like a fish place on Route 9 that closed. So I tell like my whole family about it, friends. I think tickets were like $20 to get in, and Piccoli told me he would give me 10 per person that I brought, and he would keep 10. I thought that was a fair deal for a bringer, I wind up basically rounding up like 30 people. It was the most people I ever brought to a bringer show. So, I'm pretty psyched for the night. I feel like I'm going to make like $300, and I'm going to be on a show with Otto. Anyway, I get there, and I'm like, my family's here. It's going to be like a little hard for me to be like stealthy, so I try to kind of lay up and do some like clever, clean shit, but like outside of my 30 people in the crowd, the 100 other people in the crowd were like Otto fans, so they fucking hated me. Literally were like, fucking just like really just pissed poor. Like my family wasn't even laughing at anything I was doing. It was just like shit I was trying out. Like a year ago, 1 year ago from now, like 15 years later, my Aunt Toby like told me like that was the worst night of my life.
Was it an Otto show?
So I fucking eat a major dick on stage, and I was just like, oh god, I want to get out of here. And I just go to Piccoli. I'm like, listen, bro, just like give me my 300. I'm just gonna skip out. I really want to leave. I just bombed it from my whole family. And he was just like, I can't give you any money. I never said I was gonna give you any money. Yeah, just fucking make the line to me like a scumbag. And I just wanted to leave so bad. I didn't even feel like fighting with it. So I just bounced. Like the next day, I heard that like Otto mooned my whole family. It was just brutal. So, on top of not getting paid, bombing in front of my whole family, and Otto fucking scaring, like, my aunts and uncles, I would say that was one of my worst nights in comedy. But, you know, I said to myself, like, if I could get through this and deal with this, then who fucking cares if I, you know, bomb on, like, another show? It was real, you know, it was a real backbone, like, you know, building kind of thing. I was like, whatever, I could fucking bomb anywhere and it won't matter. And I just have gone on to proceed and do that. just bomb at a lot of places, and I always say to myself, it's cool, because, you know,
Macaulay was
I did it in front of my family, so how bad.
Yeah, man. I mean, we've been doing it a long time. Not as much as everybody, you know, a lot of other people have been doing it together, but we tear it up, man. I love your shows. Your shows are awesome. You're hilarious too. I just Otto brought so many of us together.
I'll tell him, Conti.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm reading something on.
Oh yeah, Conti. I will call you, sir. Conti's leaving the chat room, but
because I have a show with him this weekend.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, that's what he just asked if you want to do a guest spot.
Oh, I'll try.
It's with Vic DiBattista.
That's cool. But what else is going on with you, Maddie? I know you've been busy with the baby, and you were newly married last year and everything. What is going on with you? You got some shows coming up, or what's going on?
Diapers.
Yeah, man, we're gonna be me and you are doing.
We got a May 2nd, right?
We're over at that Cambridge Inn over in Spotswood. So if you want to come check out me and Buda live, hopefully it lands into a spot where they let us do it, you know, once a month or something. I'll get all you guys in there, have some fun, good local spot, cool crowd. We've done the VSW in Spotswood a lot, and they're a fun bunch, so it should be a good time.
All right, cool. So.
Yeah, man. No, the auto thing was very surprising. I mean, you know, I was actually just on the phone with Joe Conti, and, you know, he said to me, it's, like, weird, because it's, like, his first, like, really good friend that died, so it's kind of shocking, you know, for him. Especially, for me, I'm like, dude, you grew up in North Jersey, how did you not know anyone that died?
Yeah, I know,
it's just,
right?
like, the most fucked up part of the country, but it was, like, his first, you know, real close friend, and you know, you can say what you want about Otto, this, that, he had his demons, but he was like very cool to, you know, he the new comics that were like up and coming, a lot of guys will kind of look down on them and shit on them, or not even like give them the time of day, but he was always, you know, he was always cool to people. He was always just like,
Matt, I was saying,
you're a comic, I'm a comic, you know, he never kind of put himself up on this pedestal of like, I'm better than you, and I think that's why so many people really love to rally around.
Everyone says that about him.
He was fucking hilarious on top of it. What can you say?
I was saying before that he's like a comic. He's like the comics comic. Like, you know, comedians would go see him. The comics don't care about anybody but themselves, you know. And we were saying before, like George Carlin loved him, and you know Jay Moore, of course, you know the whole Opie and Anthony family,
Buddy Hackett, all those guys.
Buddy Hackett, Kevin Spacey, I told you before, was a big fan. But like I said, I would go and pay to see him. Like I don't care. I wanted to see him. You know, I loved being there, man, and I loved working with him even more. You know, I used to hang out. It was, you know, we'll talk about that later, but. You know, it's just he was a cool guy. You know what I mean? He wasn't stuck up, right? I mean, he was just a fucking character, man. I mean,
he's fearless, man. I loved him for that reason. He had guts. Right. Nobody has guts like he did in this. They're all full of themselves. You know what I mean? They're a lot of morons with Bill, but he was never one of them.
Yeah, we got Boschetti in the studio, Matt.
Bochetti's got balls too. I love Boschetti on Facebook, man. He'll just be like, his post was like, fuck all you cocksuckers, you know who you are. Like, I love when Boschetti goes off on Facebook. It's just the best. Mikey is fucking amazing, man. But, yeah, there's a quick story about Otto having balls. I saw him one night at the Laugh Factory, and he just goes on stage, and he starts fucking going off on Jamie Masada being a sand nigger, and he's just fucking killing him. Like, and he never got booked at the Laugh Factory again, but everyone was dying laughing. Like, he just put it out there. He wasn't afraid of nothing, man. It was great to see. I'm glad I was in the crowd for that one. And, Yeah, it's like you see him live. There's just this like real, like honesty in his act and fear, and like you can tell he's just like going through issues himself, but he takes it out, through George, and it's just as a comic, if you appreciate comedy, I mean, you gotta take a look at some stuff that he did, and I mean, not trying to just plug shit, but Dave Cyrus put together a killer fucking documentary that's coming out, and Craigie's in it, Buda's in it, I'm in it, but Otto's one of the real stars of it. If anyone even wants to go check out the website to see the trailer, it's just archieblackmovie.com, and it's going to be rolling out real soon, and Otto has some killer shit in it, man.
Dave really said he was going to put together some of the outtakes and the full footage, and because there was a lot of stuff, in that thing, in that movie that's coming out in California at the independent film. Dave Cyrus has that. I think it's this weekend, actually, isn't it? Or I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, he's getting into some like comedy festivals and stuff, and he's going to see about releasing it possibly with like Netflix and stuff like that. He's working on, I'm trying to help him out exactly how we're going to put it out there, but it's all filmed, it's all done, and just having one last little gift that Otto left is pretty cool. I gotta tell you, when Dave was putting that together, it was just like me, you, it was just like a couple of friends fucking around, and then Otto, heard about it, he thought it was a great idea, and, he did his part for it, and then we just like, I'm gonna see what else I can tell about it, and the next thing you know, Jay Moore was doing it, Norton, Forky. I mean, Otto made it happen. He just called all these guys and was like, listen, my buddy is doing a funny thing. I think he actually...
Yeah, Bob Levy, Jim Florentine.
He didn't even question it. Like, if Otto said, do it for me as a favor, they just did it. And it's really amazing how that all came together. It's pretty crazy that it happened. And it's sad that he's gone, but it was a really, really cool thing he did as one of his last gestures to make that happen.
Yeah, man. Well, we love you, bro. We're gonna work together on May 2nd. Man.
Good luck with the show. I'll come in and hang with you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna have you in. We'll have you in. So, all right, Maddie, we love you, man. Kiss that baby.
Later, Maddie.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Take care.
See you later. Yeah. Congratulations. Never sleep again. Never have sex again.
Oh wait,
never have anything good ever in your life again. Enjoy.
Maddie's come a long way. He's good, man. I
like Maddie. I mean, I know you guys. We know, like, you guys go way back. And like Buda's talking about this circle of all these comics. Like I have my own like circle too. This was just the Otto. This is an Otto thing tonight. Me and Buda didn't meet in comedy until 6 years ago, something like that, right?
Yeah.
7 years ago, maybe?
Yeah, through Matt Bridgestone, actually. Yeah. So.
Yes, through the man who was just on the phone. We met about 6 or 7 years ago. About 7 years ago now, like 2006.
Godfather to my child.
Yes, thank you.
So.
Met this guy like 11 years ago already.
At Circles on Staten Island?
Circles,
Do you remember the Circles on Staten Island?
Who knows?
So many places.
Yeah, well, Circles was like the big place on Staten Island after Grandpa's. There was Grandpa's Comedy Club and then Circles Comedy Club.
Oh, I did Grandpa's.
Yeah, and that was in Newdorp, and that closed in 90... When did that close, like 96?
No, maybe a little later, like 98.
98? What, does it open that long?
Late 90s. It's open like 10 years, I think.
And, and then Circles opened up, and that was right across from where the other place is now, the Looney Bin is now. It was right on the other side of the highway. And that was like the white man's Apollo, man. That was like Pips after Pips. If you could work in there to that audience, you were a good comic. If you couldn't convince that audience, they sacrificed
you. That's where I started in Brooklyn.
Yeah, he started there.
That's where I met Otto.
I
met him in '89. But it was Pips was he was the last person I knew from that place. That was our crew of people. Him, Ray Garvey, Seth Schultz, Marty, all those guys.
See, Mikey goes back. Mikey started in the late '80s and then stopped and started again in '92.
I met Otto in '89.
When me and Bichetti did a show, we had this bus trip that was like a fucking disaster.
No! If you had hair, you'd pull it out. If you had hair, if you had John Lennon's hair, you'd be fucking bald.
You think like this?
Yeah.
I would be the after.
It was like 20 comics, right? It was like me, you, Johnny O, Otto and George, Joe Piccoli, Rudy V,
Kenny Michaels,
Mario Gentile, Kenny Michaels, Joe Conti, Chips Cooney, Glenn Miller, Satan's Comet. There was a lot of us, and we just chartered a fucking bus, and we went to, where did we stop at?
What started was Piccoli was promising people, you know, I'm going to get you guys into Atlantic City, like this club we have down here, right? We started at Berkeley. It was a double night of shows, right? We didn't
know what the club was.
No, we started back at the Berkeley guys' show. They had like a big buffet and stuff, and then
the same Berkeley guys
but we drove from like Berkeley Heights to Atlantic City, right?
In the bus?
Yeah, it was a long. I mean, that brought
a long ride. We were all drinking and
3.5 hour ride.
I mean, we were wasted.
And it's like Johnny O burned himself.
That was on the way home. Johnny O was hilarious. You met Johnny O, right?
Yeah.
Johnny O. He was an angry Irishman, man. But he was a big fuck, so he'd hurt you, man.
No.
And he fell asleep, Richie. He fell asleep smoking a cigarette. Okay, so we get off the bus, and all his pants are all burned. His underwear's burnt. He's got like a black testicle. You know what I mean? He's all pissed off. He's pissed. He's going.
He thinks we did it to him.
Yeah. Who burnt my pants? He's like, who burnt my pants? And he grabs me.
Now grab Buddha. He's like, who the fuck did this?
He's like, tell me who did it. I'll put you in 3 different hospitals.
He said, I know somebody did this.
I go, and he's holding me like this, and I go, dude, you fell asleep with a cigarette. He goes, oh, okay. So we get to Atlantic City. We're all excited, right? You were excited. We all were.
We get to this place, right?
My ex-wife, she was my girlfriend at the time. She came. Isabel, remember Isabel?
Oh, yeah.
The retard whatever she said.
Your last
the
ex-wife,
name.
right? Not your first ex-wife?
My second ex-wife.
Okay.
No, but it was great.
And then wife removed.
Then we get to this place. It's like a strip club.
We get to this place. It's a strip club, but we didn't know it was.
I was going to say the strip club.
Now, do you guys know how like dance clubs work?
No.
Like where as far as sound goes? Do you know where subwoofers are like in a club?
Where they are?
Yeah, in the basement. Yeah. We were like in the bottom floor where the subwoofers were. Have you ever? You can't hear.
Like busy,
no,
your ears are fucked.
And because he's like people watching go on stage anyway.
So like we can't. You can't even hear us.
You said that right.
You can't even hear us.
Got people are watching. Pay attention. We'll get booked here. I'm like, I'm so sure that fucking idiot.
So fucking Otto didn't even go up.
No, he's like ready.
I went up. The only one who did good was Chips because he did his magic.
I know.
And then wait, he did his magic. He did his whole 10-minute thing. And then what he did was Chips Cooney. He does stupid magic that doesn't make sense. Like he'll take like 2 red Dixie cups and he'll hold them up and he'll go like this and then separate them. He was on America's Got Talent. Anyway, he's great.
He takes a rope, just ties it in a knot, shows you all, and throws it.
Well, my favorite is the cowbell.
The cowbell is the best.
He takes the cowbell, rings it like this, puts a handkerchief over it, Rich, slams it down, it goes behind him, and
he just throws it. He just throws it. You hear? Yeah, he throws it behind him, and all he hears like bing, and he holds up like it's gone.
He lived with Otto for a long time. They were roommates.
Oh yeah,
12, 13 years.
Yeah, they lived together for a long time.
So he's the only Joe. His is the only set that works. And then the music calmed down for a second, and Chips goes, and now I'm going to explain to you all the tricks that I just did, and he does the whole thing over again, but slowly.
It's
because he was the only one you could do because it was all silent.
Then it was like this big fat bouncer type dad. It was gonna like we thought we get executed outside. Then the city was pretty bad still then, right?
Johnny O was destroyed.
Johnny O goes, "Don't walk in that part of town."
Johnny O was wasted out of his mind.
Oh yeah,
he doesn't know I videotaped.
We thought he was getting a punch. Johnny O's a rowdy bastard. Oh god,
Johnny O's going on and on and on. And what's the funny thing is that there was a person even more drunk behind him with the biggest piece of white cake I've ever seen in my life. Like it was this big. He had a Yankee hat and he's falling asleep, and the brim of his hat goes in. I have it on video. Hits the cake and he's just gone. And then Glenn Miller, who's Satan's comic, he's real dirty. He's got like cocks and dildos in his bag, and then like he does all the. And they lost his bag at the
He's asking for bags for
casino. In the casino, but like could you describe it? And he's like trying to be all like inconspicuous, like, well, there's a lot of dildo. Like, what do you do? Otto, I remember this. Otto was pretty pissed, so he was drinking, and he's the only one that he had the most. He had money on him. I mean, he had hundreds on him. He's sitting there and putting it in a machine, whatever. Like he put 100 in the machine, it didn't work, and he like got up and walked away, and it came back out. So I grabbed it, and I'm like, yo, I put it back in his pocket, and he goes, you're a fucking good.
No, but he wanted to hang Piccoli if you dragged him
he was so pissed. He almost punched him in the face.
I remember that because he was like, "You fucking idiot, dragged all our friends here."
Oh yeah.
No, Otto was like that because he wouldn't put up with shit from people.
Right.
Because he told Joey screaming at him.
I have a good Otto story, but I don't want to waste it. Could you pull up me when I got through to O&A this morning on Opie and Anthony?
Nice.
Yeah, so it's just audio. I want you to play the audio because I actually tell a story, a really funny Otto story.
What's the chances of why you're playing this audio? I slip out and use it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I drank coffee and water. I gotta pee. Listen to the story. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I did it. Buda didn't make a face. I did it.
What's the story of the puppet getting stabbed? That was real, right? Yeah. In Central Park, was it?
Yeah, he made fun of a Spanish guy.
And the Spanish guy actually stabbed the puppet.
Stabbed the puppy, yeah.
There's a guy on the line that...
The quote I heard was Otto told Ron, actually during on Nash or whatever he did, Ron said, like, who stabs you in the park? And Otto said, Puerto Rican, who else?
Right. This guy... Do you know the story of Otto getting stabbed in Central Park, or George actually, Buda?
Yeah, what's up?
How do you know this story?
Because he told me. I do comedy quarantine at
I know about this, yeah.
I was at Pips, and I got on stage. Now, Pips, you get heckled ridiculously, and I was like ready to hang myself because it never happened to me. I was only doing comedy 3 months, and Otto was on the side. And he liked me, and he came up to me, and I've been friends with him for the past since then. But he said to me, he goes, don't worry about getting heckled. You'll get heckled all the time. I'm like, yeah, well, he's been heckled. He goes, heckled. At one time I was in Central Park. I was like 19, 18 years old, and he was doing Puerto Rican jokes. And some dude got pissed, took a knife out, and stabbed the puppet. And I said to him, I go, what did you say to him? And, there was a crowd around. And he looked right at the guy and goes, this cocksucker thinks I'm real.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, all right, I guess heckling isn't that bad if I didn't get stabbed tonight. Thanks, Otto. I've learned with him ever since, man. It's a horrible loss, man.
Thanks a lot, brother. You're right. Thank you.
Otto never... Like, he always was really nice to young comedians. He never had an attitude like Otto and George. He always brought young guys around and nurtured them and told them about comedy and stuff like that. He was always, never thought he was too big for anybody.
Oh, yeah, right.
Otto was the shit, man. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you could hear that story, but basically what happened was... What's that?
It was loud.
I was in Pips, and I was getting heckled, and I was having a hard time. I never... You know how Pips was. It was brutal. It was my first time there, and I never had... people talking like over. I'm fucking loud, bro. So I started getting louder. So I'm like, I get the light or whatever, and I got off stage, and Otto's there, and he's like, "Nah, man, you did good, man. You did good." I'm like, "Dude, I've never been heckled like that before. Like, a couple people would be talking, but this is like, yeah, really, yeah. Like everything I would say, they would go, yeah, really, like what the fuck?" And he's just like. He's like, don't worry, you're going to get heckled forever. He goes, that's the best part because it'll make you angry and you'll go at them more. And basically he told me the story where he was 20 years old in the park doing a joke about Puerto Ricans, and this guy gets so mad, he takes a fucking knife out and stabs the puppet, bro. The puppet! He stabs the puppet. Like, and fucking George, he tells me, George, without batting, he goes, I just looked at him and goes, this cocksucker thinks I'm real.
He told me stories where people got so engrossed in the puppet, thinking he was real. He said, like, bikers hit him with George with a bottle, punching the puppet.
Oh, someone threw a chair at him one time? You heard about that? Chips Cooney was telling me someone threw a fucking chair at him.
No, people.
Otto was great though, man.
It was awesome.
One of my favorite joke he would say, he would go, yeah, the other day I saw this fat broad with bleach blonde hair. He goes, bleach blonde hair on a fat chick is like putting whipped cream on dog shit. He goes, who's gonna eat it?
One time I heard somebody heckle him at a prom show at Dangerfields like 20 years ago.
Right.
So he said to this girl, hey honey, if I kicked you in the ass, 10 dicks would fall out.
Oh my God. Oh.
And he goes, 8 of them would be black. And I'm like, whoa, you know, right?
He wouldn't
I
care.
laughed my ass off crying like that. He's telling this young prom
He would be
girl.
like, hello sir, how are you? Are you black? Guilty! You would just yell, remember?
Yeah.
You would just yell guilty.
No, because... And if assholes made the mistake of starting with him, they'd be crying in the ladies' room afterwards. Am I right or wrong? Anybody went after him would.
Otto would heckle us.
Yeah, I got heckled by him.
He gets drunk, and when like a line falls flat and you hear quiet, you just hear him going in the background, cricket. Like really,
oh yeah, he
like really loud.
No, he heckled me at Pips all the time. He'd be like, "That thing sucks, fatso."
One time he had me do like an audition for this club. And he brings me out there. What's that? Yeah, he did say you. He said we would be eating something. Who would have thought Craig went?
No, he said, is it me? No, here it is. He goes, Betty comes back with something for them to eat.
I got up for you to sit.
I'm going. Yeah, I just brought something. I just brought
those. Richard Pryor did that.
I only brought one. I didn't bring any for these guys. I was afraid I'd let them fight over this. Come and get it, boys.
I'm going to get a big gulp for Michael.
What was I saying?
Oh, about somebody heckling about him.
Dicks out of the ass.
No.
He interrupted me as usual.
You were just saying?
What are you talking about? He came back.
No.
Yeah, but I was waiting in the sidelines because he was telling the story.
Something.
You forget anyway.
What the fuck was I talking about?
We're talking about him
Do you want me to rewind it in my head?
Yeah.
No, when he said like he would heckle you from the stage.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
If a line fell flat.
His favorite line was, kill yourself, you cocksucker.
Cricket.
I said to him one time, like an eager young comic ago, do you think Rodney would like me? I was like doing comedy a couple of years ago. He goes, Rodney would have fucking pissing you if you were on fire unless you want to or drugs. He told me.
I know what I was saying. I was trying out for a club in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Yeah. It was like an audition, right? And I went up there and I destroyed like no fucking buddies. I really did well. Awesome. I got a standing ovation and everything from the turkey. It was like the first time I brought out the fucking Puerto Rican turkey. And I had the video camera on me, and all you hear is, it's fucking Otto laughing his ass off, right? So then I come back around and I sit down. The crowd's going crazy, and you hear Otto yell at me. He goes, hey, Buda, nice try. That's how he was, man. You know? He was just, you know...
He was always himself, which I loved about him. You never had to worry about him being anybody but him.
The one thing that he had a downfall with, I would say, is the fact that when he thought he was doing bad and he wasn't, he would get mad at himself and leave the stage.
Right.
He would get pissed off. Like he thought the audience wasn't into it, but he didn't realize like we were. You know what I mean?
They were savoring him.
Even if you watch the Letterman, he's killing. I was watching it and I noticed. When he said something...
The Jaws joke fell flat.
Yeah, and he goes... I don't know what he said, though. He said something like, all right. Like, right there. He's very... Yeah. Comics are very insecure.
I'm like that, too, though. Like, I want laughter...
This guy's crushing for 40 minutes, okay? Right? He did everything but shit on this audience. They fucking loved him, okay? And I'm sitting with his wife, all right? I'm talking like, well, how many people are at that baseball thing?
130.
We were jammed the fuck in this room.
Yeah, about 130 people in a room that should have 110.
He's destroying. Me and her are fucking laughing. I'm mouthing all his jokes because I know them, right?
So is she. You both do it together. She does it all the time.
And he killed, right? And we're like, we high-fived each other, me and Jen. He comes over and he's like, you know, a sweaty fucking mess. He comes over and goes, I fucking sucked. Like, what? And I yelled at you. I said, "Kill yourself."
No, do Otto all the time. Hard on ourselves.
You can't help it. You just say it.
Like, what the hell? You have your own head up there. So.
I give 150% on stage every friggin' time.
But he expects that out of every audience.
Right. I want every audience member to give me back.
He'll focus on that one guy in the front row who's dead. He died, but he's not laughing. So.
can't worry about that one guy.
Otto suffered the same thing. Otto, we were at that show that night. There was
me.
2 guys. Yeah, it was me and you, and we were all. It was me, you, him. It was
17 minutes.
It was a Matt Bridgestone show, and there was only about 60 people. Little room is that Las Palmas gig.
Oh yeah, I was there.
And no, I know. Yeah, we were all there a lot. We were doing a lot of comedy up there through the last few years, and we were all on the show. Otto was the headliner. There was 2 guys out of maybe 60 in the room. That one guy was like afraid of him, and the other guy was an older guy and like turned his chair sideways. Again, they were afraid of getting picked on by the dummy. You know, people are afraid, and the guy stood sideways. He goes, "Oh, what's the matter? You don't like my jokes?" He turned around. All right, that's what he said. "My name is Buda, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Good night."
I'm Buda. Good night.
And he finished the show right there,
which was great because he used to do that to me like a long time ago. I opened for Otto for a good 4 or 5 years, so he loved him, and I respected him so much because in my mind he's like he's a fucking he should be, but he didn't want to be famous. He liked working every weekend and being close to home, to his girlfriend, to us, to his friends. He would have us over his house and show us fucking videos and fucking movies and Three Stooges and shit. He would make meatballs and send me home with them. You know what I mean? He loved my son. My son would crack up. I gotta find the pictures.
And his dog, right?
The little dog. Zach, my son loved him, but somewhere there's a picture with Zach with the puppet. I gotta find it.
You ever meet his dog Larry? He had him for a long time too.
Yes. Yeah.
Remember Larry?
He looked like Benji.
Dog. Yeah.
That's a funny story too.
See, I don't have these experiences with him. Like I said, I only worked with him as a.
Well, we're comics.
Oh, is that what it is? I'm sorry. Well, yeah, I mean that could be it. You know, I worked. You notice I worked with the guy, but I never traveled. These guys traveled with him, and they were in a clique that I was not a part of. So I know some of the guys now. I met up with some later and worked with them, like Carucci and you, but I wasn't in this old school.
I had to do a gig, right? I'm in the middle of like West North Jersey. I can't think of the name. My cousin lives in the town. I can't fucking think of it. Bloomingdale, right? So Piccoli calls me up. He's like, "Bro, I need you. You got to open up for us. We're stuck in traffic or whatever, right? The show's starting at 9 o'clock. We'll be there like 9:20." He goes, "You got 30 minutes. I need you just do 30 minutes, whatever." I'm doing comedy 2 years, bro. 2 years I'm doing comedy. I walk into this room and it's like people. It's like we did the show on Saturday. Like, you know how people are just talking, walking.
Yeah.
There's fucking Tricky Tray. There's food. People are just talking and talk. Like, we can handle it now. I'm fucking doing comedy 3 months. I wanted to kill myself, right? The stage is the old fucking cafeteria, like wooden folding tables. Yeah, I know better than that. I didn't go anywhere near that fucking thing. And I wasted like a whole, because I knew I had to waste time. I wasted like a little, like 4 minutes testing the table. You ever see me do that? Like I was testing it for the weight, and I'm like, nah. Then I like started messing around or whatever. Now you got to realize I'm supposed to do 20 minutes. 45 minutes later, they're not there yet. I'm on stage doing 45 minutes now. I'm just like
scared.
What's the deal with?
So I'm about to kill myself. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, whatever. And I look to the right and I see my cousin go. She's like dying, right? And it like fired me up again. I had to do like an hour and 20 minutes. Fucking Artie Fletcher. Remember him?
Oh, no, yeah.
He had
hey, it's Artie. Come on down. We'll do an hour.
Artie Fletcher, Joe Piccoli showed up.
Do a half hour.
I just introduced Otto. The other two, they didn't even go up. You know? So I got paid $40 that night.
Sweet.
Yeah. For an hour and a half.
Was that about 50 cents a minute?
Yeah, it was nuts. And Otto yelled at the guy who was running it too. He's like, "You better pay him something," you know. He's fucking great. And that was Larry, the little.
Yeah, because Larry was like his. I remember like
he loved
Otto's son. He was like calling. I forgot one of his girlfriend time. He's like, "Where's Larry?" At first, I forgot. I thought he was talking to his son.
I'm
you know
fucking
what I mean,
freezing in here right now. I'm dying.
Don't touch a goddamn thing, man.
No, you're such an animal lover. You know what I mean? That's
like ex-wives. I'm keeping in the fucking.
Yeah, I was gonna say like George said.
No, but he loved
they're dead. And what are they in here? Because it's freezing.
No, he was such a huge animal.
It is cold in here.
It said it was snowing out before.
Well, that's I didn't get that. You were on the phone with Matt, and I was reading. I was reading. I didn't want to interrupt it either because he was telling a story. He was on the phone, but they were saying it was hailing, high winds. Your sister, my wife, everybody's saying. Even I think Mike said it was bad too. My mom's just probably listening. She doesn't. She doesn't chat.
I'm going to call this guy. I don't know.
She sits there and takes notes. My mother was taking notes because last week when we were talking, I didn't remember. Adam's. My mother says, I took notes. His name is Adam, and it happened in Vero Beach at the mall in Vero Beach, Florida, where Adam Walsh. In September, she had notes to give me. So, Mom, if you're out there, thank you. Mom, Moogle. Momgle.
Yeah, I'm calling for...
My mother can give you Google information. She can give you information that she's seen on the news one time about like a little town or village in Cambodia that no one ever fucking seen. So...
I have a special guest on the phone. Only people close to me know who this person is. You might know who he is. I got a good buddy of mine, Rudy V, on the phone. Yeah. What's up, Rudy?
What's up, Rudy? How you doing?
I got Mike Bichetti in the house.
What's up, Mike? Long time, brother.
Man, great to hear your voice.
I got my boy Craig Loydgren over here. He's the bald part of the show.
What's up, Rudy?
And we got our producer.
What's up, man?
We got our producer Richie in the background.
Gee.
We're talking about Otto today, man. Me and Bichetti were talking about the wonderful bus trip that we took.
Oh, Atlantic City.
Rudy killed me. Rudy had
one of the greatest times of my life.
Rudy, I remember he used to do this bit about the white trash people on cops, and you had that fake teeth in your mouth. You remember that?
Oh yeah, I still got him. I'm wearing them right
now. And he's great, bro. And we got to get you on stage, but he's standing there with the teeth in his mouth. Do you remember doing this? You're asking everybody what time it is?
Oh yeah.
Did I lose you?
Chasing people down the hall.
Yeah, we're in a hallway waiting for the bus to show up because we all want to die. We all want to kill ourselves. We're all tired. We're all drunk, right? And this asshole, he's got the fake teeth in. And he's going, excuse me, you know what time it is, right? With the fucking teeth.
Rudy's one of the nicest guys I know, and he wanted to put like a hatchet in the back of Bicoli's head, buddy, into the night.
Oh, yeah. Rudy was great, man. He would come out in the 70s. He looked like Travolta. Remember? I remember, man. That was hilarious.
You were awesome. We missed you so much.
And he pulled his pants down, I remember. And we go, what would you used to say? I forget.
I had disco balls dangling.
You know, like the ones that go in the car, right?
I came down with a really bad. I did so much dancing in the 70s. I came down with a really bad case of disco balls.
Well, the last time this is Rudy, I did a gig with Renee DiLorenzo.
Right.
In
Jeff Norris's wife now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And we did it like I think it was like a VHW hall. So we were like,
VF?
Where's the food?
I remember that, Mike.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that, Mike. It was a VA hall, yeah. It was me, you, Renee DiLorenzo, and Norris.
Nice.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it's like we're looking for food all night. We're like, now you know what food is. What the hell is this food, man?
Mike,
exactly.
Do you remember a Mike Rossano? I don't know how he knows you, but he knows you.
Mike, man, if I see his face, I'd probably remember, man.
Oh, you would. But he knew your name. He put exclamation points like he knew you. But,
yeah, dude.
You got to get on stage again,
we
man.
We miss you, buddy. You got to come back to this.
I will. Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Dude, one thing I wanted to say though about Otto is that, you know, like, and you could vouch for this, Buda, because you and I were starting out like whatever 10 years ago, whenever it was, and you know, Otto was like one of the first guys that allowed us to do, you know, a show with him and stuff, and you know, as crazy as he was definitely like for the comics, you know what I mean? He would get pissed off at people if, you know, they weren't making at least $20 or fucking gas money or something like that. You know, and for a guy like Otto to stay in the business as long as he did, just and you guys know how hard it is, man. Just to stay in, it's just I tip my hat to the guy, dude. Really, he's gonna be missed terribly.
Oh yeah, Rudy, I was telling the story. I don't even know if you know this story. Do you know the story when he was heckling a Puerto Rican guy and the guy took a knife out and stabbed the dummy?
No, I didn't know that story.
Yeah, and George goes, "This cocksucker thinks I'm real."
I'm fucking real.
Oh, fucking good times, bro.
Otto was telling us about bikers like bringing the puppet up and throwing chairs and stuff.
Fucking crazy.
People thought George was real. They got nuts sometimes, right?
When Joe Piccoli dies, I'm going to give everybody invitations to his funeral, but everybody's got to bring 5 people.
It's a bringer show,
dude. If you didn't like, he never busted on me because I always brought people and I brought the funny. But if you were like a Dan Schwab or a Chris Cross, you remember those guys?
Yeah.
He would, after your set, if you didn't do well, he would walk up with a candle and he would go, Chris Cross. What would he say? Respects for Chris Cross's set will be held at Johnson and Brown's funeral home.
Oh no, he's a brutal motherfucker.
And Otto,
I don't know if Mike remembers, but we were doing those Berkeley Heights shows. Remember that, Mike? But remember, it would be a packed house. There'd be 300 people in the place at $35 a pop, and we'd get like $20.
I know. It's like that's where I met Carucci.
Yeah, exactly.
Put Joe's head into a plant over there one day.
How about the dancing monkey, Rude? Remember that?
Oh yeah, dancing monkey. What a thrill ride! It was like a closet with chairs in it.
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't know if you know, but those couches were my father's old couches.
Oh man, that was fun. That was a good time.
Terrified to do the Berkeley room. Those guys we thought we were getting put into like cement over there.
Rudy V is a groomer. What town are you at?
Yeah.
Where town's your shop in?
Colonia. Woodbridge Township.
Yeah, he's over in Woodbridge there, grooming by Rudy. And I one day, I don't know if you remember this, like 10 years ago, Rudy, the first time I ran into you again, because I hadn't seen you in a while.
Right.
I know you told me that you were doing he was doing grooming and stuff.
Right.
So one day I didn't know where it was. I had no clue. I was working for Frito-Lay. I had the truck. You remember? All of a sudden I passed grooming by Rudy. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I pulled into the parking lot where a truck shouldn't be. I fucking kicked the door in, and there he is. He's shaving some fucking Shih Tzu's ball sack. I'm like, Rudy V, he like went to hug me. I hadn't seen him.
I'd love to work for Lay's Potato Chips. That must be
yeah.
I thought he was saying with animals. Yeah. Like, I would love to work for
Could you imagine me and him and fucking Lay's Potato Chips? There'd be an epidemic of bags missing all over the country. But I walked into Rudy and he's shaving some dog's balls and he like drops what he's doing to go hug me. And I just had to hug him anyway because I hadn't seen him in so long.
With ball hair in my hand and everything, he still hugged me.
Nice.
You remember James O'Malley?
Of course.
Oh my God! You remember this guy?
He's freaking genius.
He was like a homeless dude that did comedy, but he had like he would show up and he had like a box with a record player. Remember? And then he had a computer that would like echo, like he would do Yemen Ya, Yemen Ya, Yemen Ya. Remember?
I don't know who you're talking about.
Remember? He would play like this.
Remember the flashbacks.
Oh yeah, flashback.
With the reverb.
He annihilated Joe Love hacking him. Right?
Oh my God! Remember?
I like what Mike said earlier about doing those shows up at Berkeley Heights. You never knew if you were going to be buried in cement at the end of the night.
Yeah, because that audience, you got to with that audience, you'd be history, Rudy.
Exactly.
Oh wow! I miss you, brother, and we have to get you back on stage.
You got to come back.
Absolutely, bro. I miss you guys too. It was so nice to talk to you. It's, dude, seriously, and always in my hearts and memory. All the good times, bro. We'll never forget. But I'll definitely be up soon again, man.
I remember that joke you used to do about the white trash on cops.
Yeah.
And he goes, this is every white guy that's on cops. And he takes his shirt, one arm out of his shirt. Did you put the teeth in too, right? Yeah, he puts the teeth in, and he's like yelling at his wife at the trailer, "Give me the goddamn keys, Diane!" And he's calling all the he knows all the cops' names by their first name and shit.
I say she's not getting the poster of him back until I get my pocket knife back.
And then you're like, "Oh, I'll walk the line." What was that song you used to sing?
Flies in the buttermilk.
He used to go, I'll walk the goddamn line. He starts dancing and starts going, flies in the buttermilk, shoot fly shoes. Good times, bro. Well, We love you, bro. Thank you for...
Love you guys too, man. Keep in touch with me, man. It was so nice to talk to you, man.
And
Thank you.
If anybody's in Woodbridge and needs their fucking Shih Tzu's balls shaved, he's the man. Do you squeeze? Do you also take care of anal polyps?
Oh yeah, I only use my tongue. Some groomers don't use their tongue. I only use my tongue because I don't want to get
Oh man, he's not. Rudy V is the only comedian that doesn't have a Facebook, doesn't have a Twitter, doesn't. You can't even Google Rudy V. I don't even know his last name, but I love you.
I'm off the grid.
He's off the grid. Does your business?
My last name is just V.
I know, like V for Vendetta. What does your business have a website or anything, or it's just fucking
No, it has nothing. I've done too much fucked up shit in the past. I don't want anybody to know.
How do you, it's all word of mouth. I fucking love it. Yeah, why you? But I love you, bro. We'll talk to you soon. My sister said hello. I don't know what that's about. I'll ask her later, you fucker. But
so good to talk to you guys. Mike, take care of yourself, bro.
Hi, Rudy. It's so good to hear your voice, man.
You too, man. You too.
Later, man. I hope to meet you soon.
All right.
Absolutely, bro. Yeah, we'll definitely get together soon. I'll probably come to a show or something.
You guys would see eye to eye on a lot. How tall? Hey, Rudy, how tall are you?
I was like 5'7". I think I'm like 5'4" now.
You sound like me. I say I used to be 5'8". I'm down to about 5'6".
Well, that's what I said. You guys would see eye to eye. So.
Yeah, we're racing.
I got a bald spot on top of my head. It looks like I got a permanent yarmulke on.
Yeah, I have nothing. I'm totally bald.
All right, bro. I love you, man.
All right, guys. Take care, man. Thanks, Buda.
Love you, bro.
Later, man.
I love you, bro.
Answer your goddamn phone next time. Bye.
Wow, that was cool, man, because I don't know him, but what a little love fest at the end. They didn't want to hang up the phone. You're like, bye. Okay, bye. No, I love you too. You hang up. No. You hang up. I love you. Goodbye.
No,
bye.
Dude, I love my boys, bro.
I know, but that was...
He's like, I replaced him with you, you know?
Oh, I'm the replacement. Well, I just found out I'm the fucking rebound. I just found out I am the...
No, but that's the kind of atmosphere Otto created with people. You know what I mean? People want to just, hang together and just be around them.
So what's going on, chat room? The first bringer funeral. Yeah, that was
funny with the guy.
He's such a dick. We could talk about him. I don't give a fuck because he's an asshole.
Because Piccoli's like Otto and Joe day and night as people. I don't even know how they were really friends at all. You know what I mean? Like,
listen, Otto used to use Joe because he would book him and he fucking drove.
Right.
So if you had a license, I was that person. But Piccoli, he just ruined everything. He got into some trouble. We got the club taken from him. It was bullshit. That was our home, but
it's fucking freezing in here.
Really?
Just an FYI, yeah, I've been sitting here fucking shivering for the last
because the cold never bothered me anyway.
You gotta put on 150 pounds and you feel better.
Yeah, well, hey, listen, and I figured sitting between you guys I'd be a little warmer, but you guys definitely...
No, fat guys gravitate their own heat.
Yeah, you're not sharing anything.
No.
So what's going on with you, man? I saw the, he was on Artie Lang. You're on there, are you on there every day now? Or
yeah,
part of it?
Friday.
Because I don't know how to find them. How to find you guys? Like, where are you on?
It's on. It's on Sirius. I know a couple of stations.
Well,
right?
It's on
Like,
DirecTV.
where do you find the video? Like,
you can go on. You can definitely go to Audio.
You have to pay for it, or
no? You can definitely go on to the Artie Lang Show website.
Right.
You can listen to the podcast on there, download it on there.
All right, I gotta look.
And you can see the clips on there.
I don't know where I saw a clip of you, but it was fucking utterly hilarious. They're shooting the guns at you, and the fucking dart hits them right in the head from across the room.
Right.
Sticks
That's
right
one of the first
head.
episodes. I actually went to shoot dart on him the other night. They caught me on camera. They hit my gun on
you, man. You deserve it. You're a funny fucker.
Yeah,
right?
well, he's been on Artie's show now for almost 2 years.
It's like 19 months.
Yeah, so almost 2 years he's on.
I thought he was counting to 2, and then all of a sudden he said 19 months.
19.
Oh shit!
But
how long were you? Is it like it's like a baby? Like you have to. When you stop saying months? I forget. 2 years.
Yeah, after 2 years, year and a half, you can say 19 months. You're not gonna say like 28 months. It'll be 2 years, 4 months.
It becomes a long time.
I definitely use the month scale up into about 2 years. Yeah, 2 years.
I don't like scales.
Yeah.
I won't go into Yomon because of that reason. I walk into Yomon, there's a scale. I'm like, all right, good luck with that.
I leaned my arm on it once, and it was like, she's like, $4,000, please. I'm like, oh, sorry.
But see, Otto also knew too who to put on after who. You know what I mean? Like, you just like have a mishmash.
Yeah.
Otto would know the lineup like who
right,
would
how
kill
to
it.
put right.
He wouldn't like want anybody to tank. You know what I mean? He
right.
know who tank after who.
Right.
Joe was just like wouldn't give a fuck what the lineup was. Right. I mean, he'd have a mishmash.
I just remember going out to his house, and watching movies and shit, and just.
And I was looking, trying to read some of the.
Mike's cool. Did I ever meet him?
Who? This Mike in the chat room? No. He is a Facebook. We all met Mike. I met Mike through when
Rosado, we're talking about.
Yeah, Mike. A couple of times in person. He's a great guy.
He met him in person, but we had an internet radio show a few years back, me and Mikey, and that's where I first got introduced to him. He used to be in the chat room every week like he is here, stalker. No, but
don't say stalker. Get the Happy Madison.
Only freaky fucking creeps have an ID picture on YouTube. Like if you know how you sign in, like nobody goes in there. He's got a picture. I know I do too.
What's an ID picture? What do you mean?
Like see how everyone's name look like your wife's normal, Marissa's normal, my sister. Mike has like a fucking picture of himself. Me, I don't know who put that picture. I'd like to smack one of you, whoever did that.
Well, that probably just means he has an account. I would have a picture up there too.
Oh, I love Mikey. I'm just
saying I have because on my if I was in there under Craig Loydgren, I have I'd have my picture would come up because I have a picture on my YouTube page.
It's funny. Otto's two dogs used to fight when I came over when I went over the house. He used to have to hide them on people sometimes, right?
Oh, and Rosado, I'm hanging with now. Mikey hangs with too. Does Rosado follow you? Hang with?
What the fuck is that?
So follow me, find me, and follow me.
It's like a new app put on iPhone. Show it's so cool.
You can with hang with. We can do a video right now. What?
K-Love. That's what it is.
What's K-Love?
Hang with the app.
Oh. Wow, he's killing him over there.
I don't know.
Look,
I'm like
hang with. Well, you're not into the hang with scene. Do you even know about it?
Yeah,
you're a computer guy.
I don't need to know where people. You want to know where I am? I'm either Pizza Hut.
Well,
I never put a location where I am.
You could do.
You just got messaged on Facebook.
By who?
I don't know, but I heard it.
Oh.
You can do like a video. You can hold up and you do like almost like your own mini iPod. Podcast.
Yeah, but I knew you can
right now I only have 3. I have to get like verified the guy who started it as a comedian, and I'll get 9 minutes. But like regular people can go on and do 3 minutes, and you just like start broadcasting, and you broadcast, and people follow you. They can listen, just chime in and listen if they see you broadcasting. And the more you do, the funnier it is.
That's cool.
It's just it's a cool thing that you can do. You can just go on rants in your fucking cab. All day.
People can like write.
Taking a video of my iPhone and posting it on Facebook.
No, people can write it. You're right, and you can talk back to them.
Yeah, they can do like this. There's like a little chat room on this and everything.
Nobody likes me. Nobody watches Vines that I do.
They're assholes. That's
well, if you keep doing this, maybe you get people to follow you.
Hey, Mike. Dave Duncan said, "How are you?"
Hey, Dave. I know him forever too. You know Dave?
No, I don't.
He's from New Jersey.
Your friend Renee's on. Renee Solid, Jay.
Who said that? Renee? Yeah, Renee.
Hey, Mike Machetti, it's Dave Jerkin. How are you? How you been? You know Dave Jerkin?
Did I just say that?
Oh, did you say it?
Didn't I just say that?
Didn't you just say that?
What show is he watching?
What show is he watching? Didn't you just say
Dave.
that?
Oh, I said Renee. I just said you asked if new people come on.
I thought I said you are right, Spider.
Mine just popped up. Mine popped up.
No, I told him, and he was talking about the guy. Richie's retarded too.
It's the sunglasses. I'm telling you, he thinks he's Johnny fucking Utah. He's more like Johnny.
He goes deaf when he puts them on. Some powerful UV rays.
You guys are talking amongst yourselves. I was quiet tonight.
He's in the danger zone. That's what he's like, flying on into the danger zone.
I like that song, the danger zone.
Yeah, that's what he thinks he is right
now. He's
now.
watching on his wife's computer. That's why it comes up.
Tom Cruise.
All right. The guy is?
Yeah.
He's watching on his wife's channel, but the guy is in there. Dave is in there.
Thank you, Dave, for tuning in.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, you got a follower
Dave,
to the show, man. That's awesome.
He's been a comic for a long time. He's from New Jersey as well.
What parts?
You got to ask him. I'm not really
What parts there? Oh, it is Durkin. See, the fat guy in me said Duncan, and maybe that's why you didn't understand.
Said Duncan.
I said Durkin.
I said Duncan.
Oh.
See, it looks like Duncan.
And see, there's that bipolar comedy thing again. Yes, right. That's right, baby.
Is Kirsch here?
Is Kirsch in there? No, not tonight. I didn't see him unless he's just watching and not. But Kirsch is in there a lot of times.
Oh, really? That's cool.
He does stop in the Kirsch. Do I know that name? Dave, do I know Dave Durkin?
He started comedy I was doing comedy back in 96.
Right. How long is he doing it? Is he still doing it? Are you still out there, Dave?
He back.
Do I know you? Because I know that name. I don't know. I'm so bad with names, so I got to see faces.
I met Dave at the New York Comedy Club, in the mid '90s, maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't be known from there unless it was the early 2000s.
No, each other all the time.
New Jersey.
Yeah, I see that.
When's that? Is that close?
Towards Carney up there. Yeah, that's there.
I don't know. I never worked with the guy. I'm from Nutley, which is out that way too.
See how bad it is? You see me looking over all the time. I keep trying to read. That's why I said I can't do more than one thing at a time. Matt was talking before I'm reading, trying to read the chat room, but I can't listen. I can't listen and read.
I need to project something this way, a big screen.
It's called. It's part of acting, is what it is. You got to learn how to act better.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, I
watched that video of the intro.
Watch this. I got to cue up for this. You like shiny?
First of all, that was on purpose. I didn't say anything.
Oh. Be quiet. I'm watching the shiny.
All I did was sit up. What do you mean, my acting? Mr.
Look how offended he got. Holy shit. I'm talking about when you're sitting on the toilet.
Nobody knows that I'm really looking when I look at the computer. I haven't stopped to stare at the computer.
Oh, you haven't?
Not like you just did.
Yeah, you better watch the fucking video because you don't need to lean in. You lean forward.
Stop for a second.
Well, stop still.
Okay.
Look what he's doing right now. Look, I haven't done it once.
He's doing I'm looking at these. I'm doing the show at the screen.
I'm not reading.
No, but Buda can multitask. Not worrying about it.
Yeah, one thing at a time. He can fucking multitask
with everything on the screen. Glasses.
Yeah, the little Google glasses. Yo, my son has the watch. He's got the Dick Tracy watch because he got the Galaxy S5 too. We didn't even talk about this.
Google Dick Tracy watches.
Yeah, it's a new Samsung. You could talk into the watch. Someone's getting excited.
No, I was looking around. Where do you get them? Are they betting the Fossil watch now?
Oh yeah.
When I first saw him, I didn't know anything. I didn't know how retarded he was. No, but you used to count. Do you remember you used to count? I forget who, Bob Levy or somebody was yelling at you.
Oh yeah.
That you step all over because people are laughing and he just keeps going. He goes to the next joke.
Then he started counting to 3.
Yeah, well he used to go 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh God.
Thank you. You guys are great. That's what he does after every joke. It's fucking hilarious.
Well, thank you. You don't see him counted, but that's all.
You count my head down.
Well, yeah.
No, but I remember. Right.
Oh no, because
you used to go 3, 2, 1.
You used to see his lips move. You used to go.
No, he used to say it out loud.
Yeah, well, you can hear it a little bit, but
no, you hear it.
Casey Armstrong, remember him?
Oh God,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. That's what I think it was that he's yelling at you when you were on Howard Stern a lot, right?
Yeah, because Piccoli brought him into the thing, to the mix of people.
He scammed a lot of people into thinking we were somebody.
No, he told us Howard will love you. Piccoli
right.
Show the devil a watch.
Dick Tracy watch or a Fossil watch?
Wait, how good are they?
First,
I'm excited.
What is it? Is it like a link to your phone through a watch?
Yeah, it's only Samsung has it as of right now, not the iPhone, and it looks like a watch, but it links to your Bluetooth.
You can make phone calls out of it.
You can make phone calls. It'll take pictures. You can check your email on it. You can actually do anything on it that you do on your phone, but it's linked to your phone.
It's a little scary though.
Yeah, but I don't understand the point.
And
it's just instead of carrying your phone around,
you can have your phone on your side.
Doesn't have to need your phone.
Your phone could be in your pocket.
Your phone could be on your side or something. And you can just do everything. Right, it's like a Bluetooth, but it's on your wrist, and just
So if you're let's say you're jogging, you want to listen.
Yeah, okay.
Jogging.
Let's say you're eating really loud.
No, it's really scary.
Say you're going from the bedroom to the bathroom.
That might replace the phone one day. When you think about it.
They have a phone now. A company has a phone that's a full watch and stuff, but they cram so much crap into it, it's not really worth it. You gotta wait till the next generation. I think Apple's gonna come out with one. That's gonna be the next,
No, you're right, because
watch The whole watch, it's going to be like this, so you can see through the whole entire
See, this is going to be valuable antique in 10 years.
I just don't get it.
Who needs paper?
That's how I know I'm getting old and crotchety, because I just don't get it. Remember Big? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
You don't get what?
I just don't get the watch. Like,
you got toys all over this house, and you don't get a watch you can talk into? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, but his toys are stationary.
I have toys all over in my basement, in my house, in my bedroom, but I don't want to talk into a really cool watch. This wouldn't be cool, but this is...
No, but that is cool. And so those stats, when I came in here, I was like a kid at Toys R Us, I'm like...
Yeah, but look how excited you got about the watch, too.
Yeah, but, that's...
You're like, a watch? Can you talk into it?
I'm not a sheeple Buddha because you know what?
Well, I'm just saying, I love all this stuff too, but how cool
I'm
is that?
I'm very much a sheeple because I can go from that like cool man to like where's the watch?
Listen, until he broke his earpiece, this guy walked around with his Bluetooth in his ear all the time. He slept with it.
I just stare at Mike in awe, like, oh my god, I think he's great.
No, but the funny thing
I just don't get this watch.
What? How much is the watch? Can we order one?
No, I think it's like $500.
Like I get
Yeah.
Like I get the eyeglass thing.
$299.
I get the eyeglass.
$300.
The eye Google or whatever it is. Google
Right.
Eye. I get that. I understand that.
Yeah, you know what? All I know is the boy. My son already said he's getting it. He works for AT&T.
I tried the watch on in the store. It was nice. The first generation, second generation, much better.
Yeah, well, he's going to get the new one, and then I'm getting the first one that he's got. So I'll have it next couple of weeks. I'll be like, hey guys, I'll be just as effed up as like this.
We have like a thing that just goes and like, all right, there we go.
You're like, it folds out like a. No, you keep your phone over there, Bluetooth on, right? Like you have it Bluetooth in your ear. It's your watch though.
Like Space Ghost.
You're on your couch. Someone calls. You're like,
whatever that has that watch is not getting calls.
Hello, Chief?
No, Max.
You
I still had the shoe phone like that SWAT yesterday.
Actually, that would be all. Could you imagine jerking off with your watch on?
There's a camera on it too.
Really?
There's a camera on the watch. There's a camera
I just don't get it.
I don't get it.
No, but all things around in the 40s and 30s are coming, like the Jetsons, like, the first time I seen Skype, and like, that, it blew my mind.
I don't understand.
Sorry, I had a second.
Now, does that count as like hands-free if you're driving in the car?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't get in trouble?
No. Nope. If you're jerking off.
First of all, I'm one sandwich away from not being able to steer. Get my hand in front of me. But
yeah, but that's cool. Like you need half a chicken sandwich with the other. You know what I mean?
Well, what do you do on your phone? You look at the internet, you get phone calls, and you text people. Correct? That's it.
Yeah, but I don't want to get carpal tunnel from doing this. You know what I mean? I'm not a watch guy.
No, and I'm not a watch guy either.
And I'm left-handed, so I wear it on my right.
That's why, like you said, the Google Glass, to me, I would buy Google Glass.
Want to know why I'm not a watch guy?
Why?
My heartbeat pulse is so strong, it throws the mechanism off in a watch.
Whoa.
And fucks
True
the time.
True story, everybody.
Fucks the time.
True. Oh, true story.
I swear to God.
I just have to say that, though.
I'm serious.
They don't know if you're fucking joking or not.
I even tried, I even bought a cool Fossil watch, the real cool ones that, like the seconds fall down. Remember those? Like the big numbers. Yeah, nothing. I can only wear like the fucking like a digital. I don't like those. I look like Michael J. Fox, you know, with the pocket, the fucking calculator watch or whatever.
Dude, I remember when the digitals came out, like in the early '70s, right? Some kid dad bought them for like $400.
What's that?
The digital watch.
The first digital watch came out.
Right?
It was like your calculator.
Yeah.
How bright the calculator was. It was crazy. It was orange. It was.
What year was this?
Like 74.
Yeah,
I was in junior high. And his kid.
I remember my grandfather had one, and at nighttime it was so bright. It was like orange with like a monochrome background. It was so bright.
Yeah.
To watch over.
And this kid was like, my dad bought me a $300 watch. It's a digital, right? And like 2 years later, you could buy me back a comic book for like $6.
Right.
They so manufactured them. It was crazy.
So that happened.
You know what? I used to have a clock. Remember these clocks where the fucking like the little
Cock?
ticket numbers would ticket?
Yeah, like that. Like a
Rolodex. Yeah. Like a Rolodex.
And you know, if you wore a clock on your wrist, you would know that it's 11 o'clock.
It would be a watch.
Bing bong boom bong bong.
I would look like Clogsworth. Hello, Chappie. We can end the show when we want because it's our show.
That's right.
I know. I'm just making you aware of the time. All right.
Maybe not off tomorrow. We could do it like till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, just keep on going.
Just go to bed with it. I'll hold it up.
My sister said it's not my heartbeat; it's my chemical makeup, which I don't even wear makeup, but it stops.
What kind of chemicals are being made in here? What kind of chemical factory is this?
Listen, I want you to know, okay, that Buda has all these toys in the house, and I still get laid.
I know.
Can you say that?
Yes, actually. Yes, actually, I can.
For high school kids.
What's that? It's spring break for
No,
high school.
when my face lit up when you said toys, like, toys.
Yeah. Oh my god. I want to keep it.
Toy kid too. I'm like, toys.
So you guys had like your own show, right? What
we had the testosterone
show.
Man, Mike, yeah, we had a lot of fun, man. We laughed.
Glad he came, man.
Yeah, I'm glad he came.
So thanks for having me, man. It's just fun.
3, 2.
No, I feel like you
What,
you guys gonna leave me hanging?
Form of.
Yeah, well,
oh my God! There we go. Yeah, form of.
That's the one that quadruplets.
But if you're a rock and sock roommate, you got yourself a new roommate.
I do. You want me to go get it? I do have it, don't I?
Yeah, the game?
Rock'em Sock'em.
Oh, yeah. No, but he said if you want a new roommate.
I said if you got Rock'em Sock'em roommate, you got a new roommate.
Oh, yeah, but he does. Go get him. He's got him.
I'm fat and don't want to move.
No, but the funny thing is, like...
I do want him to leave, so... I'm just kidding.
No, but who doesn't love toys, though? You know, there's such a... No, I'm serious.
Could you imagine him driving at my job and he pulls up in a van?
Oh, right.
Like, who would get in?
Toys and cartoons, oh man.
Toys and cartoons?
No,
Bugs Bunny.
I used to work in the deli, right? I loved the chips guys. They were cool, always fun. Like
he means potato chips.
No. Why chips guys was like, where's the Frito-Lay's guy stuff? He goes, here's $10, Pocus chips.
And Mikey was like,
he goes, Frito-Lay's poking his chips over.
We used to make a joke at work when I worked there. They show you how they blast air into the chip to blow out the brown holes, and you see like all these trays, and like one of the managers was like, "Then we ship that whole tray into Wise." Just, in my head, that was a lot funny. No, Utz. It was Utz.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't matter.
It's an in-house company joke.
I love how fat guys can talk about food, like not just like the good products, but like you know the shitty products too.
Of course.
Your wife said Craig has a chicken. They're talking about toys. She said,
oh yeah, really? Asshole.
I do have a chicken.
I'm gonna choke him.
You're gonna choke my chicken?
This guy sleeps with it,
right over
takes
there.
it out to dinner. Okay, my toys stay on the wall. Okay, they don't go in my ass.
Yes, thank you, baby. I do choke my chicken. It's right there if you want to reach over and get it.
I don't want to move.
Look, you see him? He's laying right there.
I see him.
Do we have any toy guns we can shoot the chicken from here?
He's got lightsabers. We can have a whole Star Wars battle.
You have any Viking double X axes?
Double X.
I got lightsabers.
Do we have any Viking double edge axes we could use on the chicken?
Yeah. He's got lots of nice toys.
You scared me. I heard you the first time.
Do you have any crossbow toys we can just shoot the chicken?
You want to shoot my poor chicken?
Oh my god.
Any toy guns we can shoot the chicken?
You got toy guns, right?
Can you imagine me and him running around the house shooting each other with guns?
That's going to be the intro next week's show.
This is what it would be. Step Brothers.
How funny would that be watching them two run around with
knocking everything over?
Yeah, that would be so funny.
They're so cool. They really are.
You know what? We got to film me and you fake fighting with toy guns. All camoed out, our faces.
Did you ever see his
in the park?
Bro, did you ever see
the big boy with the lightsaber? And remember that it's like the biggest YouTube video. You don't know?
No.
The guy who does the lightsaber? I'll show it to you.
George Lucas?
No. This kid's like the most popular kid back then on YouTube. He did he heaped himself with a lightsaber doing the whole thing, but he knocked everything out of... I'll show you.
Skywalker, something another.
I'll show you.
Luke something.
Trust me, it's funny.
I want to film you running up the stairs in Philly. Like, remember how Rocky did it?
Both you guys.
Yeah, like both of us. Son has like oxygen halfway
and then like 2 days later, and you guys still like you guys still have like one row to go.
We'll have you all clean shaven.
3 days.
And by the time we get up there, you're up there with a full
beard, yeah.
And we get it to the top, and I just punch you right in the face.
You have any like bow and arrows we can shoot the chicken things?
My God, do you get a hard on when you watch Braveheart? I'm afraid.
No, like Braveheart.
Braveheart, you gotta watch full metal jacket with this guy.
When I watch the movie The Patriot, when he's melting those toys down in the muskets.
Oh, when he melts the kids' Patriot toys down into bullets.
I think that's Psycho Improv, that scene. Probably.
That's the first time I've ever. I thought every time you shot a cannonball, it exploded whenever it hit.
No, they rolled at high speeds.
Bounced and shit.
Yeah, the early cannonballs they didn't explode. They were just shooting a big wad of steel at like 200 miles an hour until it stopped and it ripped through whatever it ripped
walls.
Well, so they would do. It would rip like 4 or 5 people in half, 6 people in half, just tumble and roll through them.
Who were you telling me the other night that shot dead people across the thing with a catapult?
Oh, Genghis Khan.
Oh man,
we were talking about Genghis Khan was the first barbarian, first person to use biological warfare. He would take the plague, his people that were dying from the plague, put them on catapults, shoot them over the wall, and just sit outside for a couple of weeks and let the disease take its course through the village and then attack when they were all almost dying, or yeah, smart guy, first chemical warfare.
I think if Genghis would have been a good guy, what would he be able to do?
What?
If Genghis was a good guy,
people inside yelling, "Khan!"
I heard Scooby Doo at the end.
Scooby Bibbidi Boobidi Boo.
He had dry mouth. He didn't drink his.
Oh man.
Or a little Bichetti. Well, that was a good show.
Yeah, we had a fun time.
We miss Otto.
I know.
It's gonna suck, man.
Yep.
Because you're gonna forget. I'm gonna forget.
Forget what? You'll never forget.
I mean, I'll say to somebody, "Oh, have you seen, how's Otto?" You know what I mean?
Oh, you mean that kind of forget?
Yeah.
Because
oh fuck.
Since I've known you, you've always recited Otto jokes. You've been reciting Otto jokes for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
So, I can't, like people I know.
That I know you 6, 7
years.
My
phone book at home, people I know that were good friends when you passed on. I can't get rid of the number. It's still in my book.
Well, it's almost 8 years actually, bro. Yeah, it was 7 years.
What?
That I met you. 7 years.
Good times.
Yeah, well, not tonight, but other times it's good times.
We had a good show.
No, we had a fun show. I thought we had a good time. I had fun. Mikey, you were great on the show, man.
I mean, I'm Buda.
No, both hands.
No, he would call it.
If he doesn't wake up tomorrow, I'm going to kill you.
No, he would. He's the kind of person.
Oh, it comes in sweet. Don't worry.
Like, what are you peckerheads doing crying here?
I'm having a bad month, folks. First the Ultimate Warrior, then.
Well, we didn't even get to talk about my security blanket. Last week we did the whole show and we ended with WWF the 30. We didn't even know that an hour before, as we were doing our show, the Ultimate Warrior died, and we were talking about him on the show about how he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. We even showed a little clip of him, the picture with the talking about how my buddy Mike went there and his son had bought the Ultimate Warrior mask, and
there's a great video of the Ultimate Warrior.
I went home from
on Arsenio Hall.
Huh?
There's a great video of Ultimate Warrior on Arsenio Hall.
From 20 years ago, whatever, 25 years ago?
He's just in character. He comes out, and Arsenio Hall's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, he lifts the fucking couch up, and he's like... And he sits down, and he's like, and Arsenio, he gets up, and Arsenio Hall's looking at him, and they switch seats, and they go, oh, it's fucking great. I
have to watch it.
We'll play that at the next show. I'll find it.
All right, but as we were talking about the whole thing, I got in the car, we left, I'm on my way home, and
I texted him that morning, so...
My wife told me, she's like, the Ultimate Warrior died? I'm like, what? She goes, like 40 minutes ago, like she was reading it on...
He had a bad heart.
Like Facebook or
and of course
IMDb.
Everyone says, he must have relapsed and partied too hard. But no.
No, but he had a bad heart. He had
heart disease.
I was going to say a lot of that.
He had heart disease.
Yeah, but the early steroids are really bad, and that's what they're doing to a lot of these guys. No, even if they did them 20 years ago.
Don't even talk to Buda about that. You can't talk to him about that.
You're going to tell me next wrestling's fake? Is that what you're going to tell me?
No, I'm saying that steroids, the steroids from the 80s.
Star Wars was shot on location, and wrestling is real.
No, real or not, steroids just makes them big and strong.
The real tooth fairy.
Right.
The Fonz never punched anybody out? Come on.
Yeah. No, he's just playing a character.
No, but I'm just saying
steroids. Life insurance now.
Well, I'm saying is steroids from the 80s were much worse than steroids. I mean, they're still bad. But they now see how many guys are taking them, having heart attacks and stuff because it weakened the heart from all the, from years ago.
Did you get any of those funny pictures of me?
I got a couple. You want me to put them up?
Yeah, just put them up.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them up.
And then we're gonna go.
And then you had a few up as we were talking. We're doing the whole Otto thing for. Yeah. Well, that was just. I think my wife put up a few pictures from '97.
Yeah,
Fuck you, dickhead. Mine weren't funny, although I got funny pictures on Facebook. But
I found your clitoris apparently on your kneecap.
You squoze me, yeah, but you're a little higher. You're up in here in the soft.
Right there.
Yeah.
What a fucking homo.
Hey, listen,
here's the first one.
I see.
My little cousin every Christmas would do my hair just because I was a clown.
There you go.
And here's this football, number 6.
Oh, here's my football. This is 1988.
Look at him.
Yeah.
I don't see a gut.
No.
You know what
sucks?
See it.
It's right there. It's developing. You see it?
You know what sucks?
Your hair is as square as your
you
body.
think you're fatter. You think you're fatter than you are.
Look,
I would kill for that body right now.
He's got like Jewish hair there. Look, see, he's got like.
If you want a young boy's body, you can go out and get one.
Yes, it'll be in Richie's trunk.
I had pimples. my chin right here. I had pimples. Not pitbulls. Pimples.
Pitbulls?
I loved football.
Did you want to see what Craig's on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Jen just the ones that you got. I don't know why she sent them.
I only got 2.
Yeah, but they were from the '97, like or whatever.
Yeah, that's what you wanted.
Actually, what was the mullet of me and her from 1990?
Oh my god.
Look, that's 1990.
Really?
That's 1990. I was starting to recede.
You know, you look like the guy from
his
son. What's the comedian from what the hell? Bob Saget and
yeah. Dave Goulet.
Get out of here, Dave Goulet.
Dude, is that Dave Goulet? Come on.
Do you see Goulet in there?
Where's Max Headroom?
Dave Goulet and Sam
Cut
Goulet.
it out.
Nice.
And here's the other one.
And my beautiful wife. And there we are again. Look at that. And that was after I started shaving my head. This one's probably from like 96 or 7.
Oh, you had a space in your tooth.
Well, you didn't say I had bad teeth. I got my teeth
Is that
fixed.
a Harvey Wallbanger in your hand?
No, it wasn't a space. Did you see my shitty...
Look at Jen all happy with you and shit.
I
That
know.
had to be a long time ago.
I know. She don't look that happy anymore. No, she actually does.
You guys are good.
And I do too, you know what? I'm only kidding.
No, because I'm always worried about being married.
I love my baby.
Like, your shit's all packed outside the house.
Dave Goulet. That was funny.
I'm going to put one of those pictures side by side.
I don't see Dave Goulet there, but you know, it might be the shirt
I'm just kidding. Come on.
and the hair.
All right, guys.
All right. So
I love you, baby.
Putting Zach on the whatchamacallit.
Oh wait, before we go, you got any shows this week? Well, I have a show this weekend. I'm down in Waretown, Barnegat.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go.
Yeah, Barnegat. I'm at Long Shots on Route 9 in like the Barnegat Waretown area.
Route 9 in Barnegat.
That's 9 South. I mean, come on, how many friggin' things are on 9 South down there? There's like lots of trees.
Tomorrow I got a couple of things. I got a show at the 13th Street Theater, Mary Domino, 7 p.m. Then I'll be at the Stand at 10 p.m. on a show called The Creeps of Comedy. And I'll be Caroline's Sunday the 20th on the Joe and Sam show.
Anybody who brings a Rock'em Sock'em robot gets in free.
Yeah. No, I'll pay the... No, you got to bring the whole set though.
The box and everything. Right?
The original box and everything.
Yeah, there you go.
That's great. I love that. I love that game.
Love you guys.
Anything going on?
What's up? I might go to this show this weekend.
Nothing for you down this weekend? Or?
I might go and perform at the show this weekend.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna go hang out with them.
I was gonna say, well,
I don't really
you're here for 2 hours tonight.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, thank everybody for their coming into the chat room.
This is fun, guys.
Thanks everybody. Love you all.
Bye,
Mike.
Bye, baby.
Bye, Marissa. Bye, Michelle. Jen. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We love you all. Right. See you next Tuesday. Until next time.
Budaful show by Loydgren and Budaful Comedian. See you next Tuesday, suckers. There, go. Listening to the Budaful show by Loydgren and Budaful Comedian. See you next Tuesday, suckers. There, go. Listening to the Budaful show by Loydgren and Budaful Comedian. See you next Tuesday, suckers. There, go. Loydgren and Buda Comedian. See you next Tuesday, suckers. Daggum. Listening to the ball.